Happy Monday, everybody. The counter just started. Welcome to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. I am one of your hosts tonight. I'm Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques, along with the one, the only Garden Guy Bill. Down below us, we have some very special guests. We're very happy to have the flock joining us here tonight. The one, the only Laura and Mary Beth of Fatbird Finds. How are you ladies doing?
Oh, we're just thrilled to be here, Jason. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you guys for saying yes again. We're always so honored and privileged that you two ladies will hang out with us on a Monday night. And it was really good getting to know you guys out in Springfield. We had a really good time with you guys. So, question before we get into it. When is your epic video coming out? Do you guys have a date yet that you've slated, or is this a touchy subject, or am I opening up Pandora's box?
I was going to edit it today, but I didn't get to it. But it should still be Wednesday night at 5 o'clock Central Time. So that's the plan, Wednesday at 5 Central for our video.
So if by chance anybody here is not subscribed to Fatbird Finds, you guys have to make sure their link is in the description below. Make sure you are subscribed to Fatbird Finds, because let me tell you, they interviewed us and they did a lot of filming there at Springfield. And I'm telling you, it's going to be good because it's going to give you a perspective that I don't think you normally get to see of some of us resellers and or the event. So it was a really good time, and it was great meeting you guys. So
we feel the same way. We loved it.
Well, guys, we're so happy you're here tonight. Again, if you're not subscribed to Fatbird Finds, like I said, their link is down below. Please make sure you're subscribed to my co-host, Bill, Garden Guy Bill. And if you're not subscribed to me here at Mother Tucker's, I'd greatly appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and say hello to some of our friends tonight. Then Bill's going to explain to us how the sale's going to work. And then we'll go over any bookkeeping that we have. And then we will get into the sale. So, guys, let me tell you, we have some incredible glass here tonight that's going to be offered up. It's some really good glass. So, guys, please make sure you're sticking around for that. Make sure you tell a friend, phone a friend, DM a friend, whatever you have to do. Because if you guys are in the market for vases, we just might have a few for you. So, our first one in tonight is the very lovely Tumbleweed. How are you, Tumbleweed? So good to see you. And again, can you guys believe that I think this is the last week of September and then it's done? We're done. We're done. I mean, honest to Pete, I literally feel like it was just last week that it was January. I don't know. It's just flying. Hello, Trina. How are you, Trina? So good to see you. Welcome, everybody. We have our friend Taylor in the chat. How are you? So good to see you. Speaking of the lovely Karen Gillette, she's our official mod and bid ender tonight, guys. So please familiarize yourself with her little Daisy, little avatar there. She's the lag that you're going to need to learn, because she's the one going to be bid ending and closing out all the bids here tonight. So she's the one that you're going to want to make sure you learn that lag so you can get those bids in right before she closes it out. So, and again, Karen, thank you so much. You and Gavin are so supportive in this community to all of our channels. And we just can't thank you enough. So thank you so much, Karen. Lovely Cheryl's here with us tonight. How are you, Cheryl? So good to see you. There she is, the one, the only Holly Parker. She's also going to be one of our mods tonight and possibly a backup bid ender if we need it. So Holly, thank you so much. And thank you for always hanging out with us. We got Susan in the chat. How are you, Susan? So good to see you guys. Welcome to Monday. There's the one, the only, Anammer Amy. How are you, Amy? So good to see you. Who else is here with us tonight? I'll keep scrolling down. Well, Bill, I'm snapping. You know what that means. It's our man. It is Gavin of Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings. Guys, if you are not subscribed to him, please make sure you are. Maybe his wife would be nice enough to put his link in the chat. He is my YouTube DJ, because you know what? Before this lifetime of reselling, I was a DJ. And it's fun to watch him and listen to what he plays, because if you guys love music, whether it be oldies to contemporary music to almost, he doesn't go too modern, but probably up into those 90s, that's the channel you guys want to follow. And he is my YouTube DJ. He plays it all on vinyl. He also spotlights items that he buys from us YouTube sellers. So it kind of goes full circle. It also promotes us as well. So please make sure you're following Gavin. I think he's close to 800. So he's getting there. He's getting there. There's our friend Karen. How are you, Karen Kennedy? So good to see you. Welcome to Monday night, guys. There's Don't You Know? How are you? I think Amy does that a lot better than I do. But hello, Don't You Know? So good to see you. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Again, it's Monday. Can't believe it's almost the end of September. We have Mary of Grandma Mary's Attic in the chat. How are you? So good to see you. Welcome to Monday night. There's Aunt Kiki. How are you? So good to see you, Aunt Kiki. See who else is here with us tonight. There she is, all the way from the Garden State, the one, the only Steel Whisper. So good to see you. Followed by Brenda. Hi, Brenda. How are you? There's my mother in the chat. How are you, Mom? Thank you for always being so supportive of everything that I do and that Tina does and we do and all that fun stuff. So thank you so much. There's Mix Mom. How are you? So good to see you, Mix Mom. We have Wiener in the chat. How are you? So good to see you. There is our friend Dawn. How are you, Dawn? So good to see you. It was a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Well, it was a little rainy, but I can only imagine because I heard the weather was better in Ohio. Always good to see you, Dawn. There's my other half, the other half of the Mother Tucker Corporation, Tina. How are you, Tina? We got Gina here with us tonight. How are you, Gina? So good to see you. There is Michelle. How are you, Michelle? Welcome, everybody, to Monday night, Mother Tucker's Monday. Let's see who else is here with us in the chat. Scroll on down here. There she is. Karen Lord. How are you, Karen? So good to see you. We got Wendy here with us. How are you, Wendy? So good to see you. There is Debbie. Debbie Gutierrez. See, I try, but Michael rolls his G's way better than I do. So
that was pretty good.
Thank you, Mary Beth. I tried. Hello, Philomena. So good to see you. We are spanning the globe, aren't we, Bill? We are all over the world with all of our folks here tonight. Oh, I feel like he's mocking me, but that's okay. We're spanning the globe. That's okay. We got Janet Green with us here tonight. How are you, Janet Green? We have My Flea Market Treasures. How are you? So good to see you guys. Who else is here with us tonight? If you want to shout out, please put something in the chat. We're getting down there sort of near the bottom. We'll see who else is here with us. There's Deanna Griffin. How are you? So good to see you. How are you, Brad? Welcome, sir. I feel like, oh my goodness, as I live and breathe. How are you? The one, the only Patty Rose. Good to see you again, Patty, all the way from the Garden State. Welcome. Hopefully you had a good summer, Patty. It's so good to see you. Let's see. There's Heather. How are you, Heather, from Antiques Agenda? So good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Bill, you kind of looked at me like you knew Patty was going to surprise us in the chat tonight. So that was a big surprise for me, Patty. Welcome back. I actually got goosebumps. So good to see you. There's our friend Noelle. How are you, Noelle? Welcome to Monday night, guys. We got a few more folks jumping in here. We got Bill all the way from the Garden State. Garden Guy Bill's in the chat with us.
All right, Bill.
There's our other mod tonight and could possibly be a backup bid ender, the very lovely Deanna, Northwest Sunshine. It's always so good to see you, Deanna. Then we have Antique Bird Ladies here with us. How are you, Antique Bird Lady? Keep on scrolling down here. Let's see who else is with us. I feel like we're getting down here near the bottom, and we are near the bottom, and we're there. So with Enamor Amy being the last one, and we'll say hello to some more as they come in. Guys, please make sure you're subscribed to everybody up here on the screen. Make sure you are subscribed to Fatbird Finds. Like I said before, their link is down there in the description, along with their Instagram and their whatnot. So make sure you're following them on all three platforms, along with Garden Guy Bill over on Whatnot, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you're following me as well. Before I turn it over to Bill, I want to ask the ladies really quick. Do you guys have any of your stickers to show, or can you guys at least promote how they can purchase some of your merchandise? Or while Bill gives the skinny, can you guys grab some of that? So if they want to add some of your stickers or buy some of your merch, they can do that as well. So
yeah, absolutely. We'll just grab them while Bill's doing the instructions.
All right, Mr. Bill, it's all yours.
Well, I'm not quite ready to do the instructions because there are a couple things we need to acknowledge tonight. Now, I think a lot of you know that a special day just passed last Wednesday, but if you didn't know, it was Laura's birthday.
Oh, no.
So we just wanted to acknowledge that and say happy birthday, Laura. We're low tech here on Mother Tucker Monday. We don't change the slide.
It's a shoestring, but we're very low budget here at Mother Tucker.
So much.
Everybody's birthday is always Bill's birthday.
I love it. That's great. That's so funny.
And tomorrow is this guy's birthday. Happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you, Bill.
Oh, I didn't know we were birthday buddies.
I got it too. We are now. Now, Laura, are you a Libra? Are you Virgo?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. And I'm telling you that's why we get, my mom's a Virgo. So you and I, personality wise, that's why we right here, you and me. And I'm representing Libra. I'm just in enough that I'm a Libra. And I think, Bill, wasn't Tina supposed to get in behind the scenes and fix all that before we did that? Because she didn't change.
Don't go blaming Tina, Jason. Don't go blaming Tina.
Jason, you know your wife and I are both Gemini, right?
Yes, I do. And I know that's why we do too. No, I know. It's like, well, now she's coming in. Now she's coming in to fix stuff, but she won't turn her camera on. So I can't add her to the stream because she refuses to turn her camera on. I know. I think that's why we all connected so much out there in Springfield. It was a real good. I'll tell you, you guys are so fun to hang out with. Let me tell you what, it was a good time. All right, Bill, I'm done.
We had the best time.
Luckily, I'm an Aquarius and we get along with everyone. So
it's true.
It's all good. Okay, so thanks for joining us, everyone. I know a lot of you know the spiel, so I'm going to go through it quickly because we have some amazing stuff tonight. If you didn't see our previews, this might be a good time to just take a look at them because there's a lot of good things. So first thing to know about the chat. The chat has various forms depending on the device that you're on. So you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat possible. And depending on your device, it should either be live chat, all messages, or all messages. If you see top chat, you want to toggle out of top chat, however your device allows you to do that, and get into live chat or all messages. That way you won't have any filtering. You'll see everything that everyone else sees in the chat. And speaking of the chat, it moves at different speeds depending on our internet speed. So you want to refresh often, particularly if you are a chatter or if you are someone who wants to bid on something tonight. And the way that you refresh here on YouTube is you close the application out completely, then you open it again, re-enter the sale, make sure you're in live chat or all messages, and then make sure that little red line is all the way across your device to the right. That way you'll be at the most recent version of our sale. We invite you to engage in the chat. That's why it's there. We want to know that you're around. We probably have 40 active people in the chat, but we see that there are generally over 100 and 150 of you here. So let us know that you're here. Let us say hi to you. And if tonight's not the night you're feeling comfortable to do that, think about it for the future weeks. We'd love to say hi. Also, we love you to engage in the chat because sometimes you're pretty knowledgeable. Like lots of times you're pretty knowledgeable about the things that we're bringing. So if you have some information about what we're bringing, we'd love to learn from you. So feel free to put that in the chat. We would really appreciate that. And finally, if you have questions during the sale at all, we have moderators. They're all the folks who are in blue with a little blue wrench. If you have a question, put it in the chat. They will be happy to answer the question. If it's a question that you want one of the people on the screen to answer, if you put it in all caps, we're much more likely to see it and catch it before it goes off our screen. But we're all happy to answer questions. So that's what you need to know about the chat. Next is the sale itself. We have 10 rounds of amazing vintage items tonight. They are all offer up. That means they're auction style. We will give you a start price. Jason will pin that start price up on the screen. We'll describe the item, tell you anything we know about it, tell you any condition issues. We invite you to tell us anything you know about the items. And after we get a few bids on an item, we will start a countdown, a 15-second countdown. And at the end of that countdown, whoever is selling the item will say bid end. At that point, Karen Gillette, our official bid ender, will type the words bid end into the chat. And at that point, the person who had the highest bid before that bid end receives the item. Now, we also do another thing here on Mother Tucker Monday, and this is an option that you can use if you really want to have your best chance of grabbing an item, and it's called the just-in-case bid. A just-in-case bid is the maximum amount that you'd be willing to bid on an item. We will bid you up, if you have the highest just-in-case before the bid end, we will bid you up $1 over that next highest bid. So if you want to put a just-in-case bid in, all you need to do is type the letters JIC with that maximum amount. Maybe you're willing to spend $75 on that item. So you can write JIC 75, and if you are the highest just in case, we're just going to bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. If the next highest bid was $45, with your just in case of $75, you get it for $46. Now, the two things you need to know about the just in cases can only be used during the countdown, not before the seller begins the countdown. And it should only be used by active bidders. That means you have at least one bid in before you use the just in case on that item. It's simple. If you're new to the just in case and you don't know how it works, you'll probably see it in action tonight. So just keep your eyes open and see how it works. We also like to remind you that we are selling vintage items. They are in vintage condition. We will do our best to tell you anything in terms of the item's condition that you need to know about. But again, you're all here because it's the vintage. We just like to say it and remind you all. And the other thing we like to remind you all is a bid is a commitment to pay. So if you are someone who ends up claiming an item, we need some information from you so that we can bill you. We generally bill using PayPal. We need the 4 pieces of information that you see on the screen right now. We need your YouTube screen name. We need your real name. We need your shipping address and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. Now, you do not need to be a member of PayPal or have an account on PayPal in order to check out using PayPal. The link that we email you can be used to check out as a guest. You don't need to create an account. You can just use that link, put in your information, your mailing address, your name in a form of payment, and that's a great way to pay us. You don't need to be a member of PayPal. We appreciate payment. So generally, we would like payment within 24 to 48 hours of invoicing. That's really helpful. And each one of our shops is just going to quickly go around and tell you any additional information that you may need to know, like any policies that we have or where we're shipping from. And I'm going to start that off. So I'm Bill. I ship from the Garden State, Northern New Jersey. I ship to the US and Canada only. I can only use PayPal for invoicing, and that's a New Jersey thing. So again, you don't have to worry if you don't have a PayPal account, you can check out anyway. And I generally ship next day. Or I'm sorry, I generally invoice next day. And I plan on doing that tomorrow, but I'm on jury duty selection notice this week. So we'll see how the week goes. At the very least, I'll be shipping out on Saturday. I'll be invoicing on Saturday, but I plan to invoice tomorrow unless some catastrophic legal thing happens where I have to report. And I also have a sale on Thursday with Enamor Amy here on YouTube. So if you want an open box, that's absolutely fine. Just let me know. Ladies?
Awesome. So
I wish I had a flag. He's so patriotic with his jury duty.
yeah, well done.
You have a choice.
So we use PayPal as well. We are shipping from Western Kentucky, which is right in the middle of the United States. We will ship to Canada as well, and we will ship overseas if you're overseas as well. But please do keep into consideration there's quite a bit of cost associated with that. But we will accommodate you if you are willing. We will probably invoice, what do you think, tomorrow?
I will probably invoice tomorrow, but probably ship out on Thursday morning.
Okay, great.
Or sometime on Thursday.
Awesome.
All right. I'm Jason, Mother Tucker's Antiques. I ship out of the Keystone State, out of Pennsylvania. I do all my shipping, packing, invoicing on Saturday. So I pack up everything, weigh it, hand it over to Tina, and then she gets those invoices out. So that means, in essence, for my next sale on Wednesday with Enamor Amy, you'll have an open box. So if you purchase tonight and you purchase on Wednesday and it can be put in there safely, you'll get one invoice for the shipping and all of your items. I also offer free pickup. I do own a brick and mortar here in central Pennsylvania. I'm about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia to give you guys an idea of where we're at. Just make sure you let me know in that email, then we will not charge you, of course, for the shipping. And once the invoice is paid, we'll make arrangements to get it up to the store. One little caveat that I'd like to add in there, with me having a brick and mortar, I have over 40 wonderful dealers who rent spaces from me. Wednesday starts our extravaganza in Adamstown, Pennsylvania. So if anybody is in the area and you guys can come, the extravaganza here means that all of the shops, including mine and well over 15 other shops in the area and flea markets, are open extended hours. Dealers come in from all over the country to sell here. So if you guys are looking for some antiques to add to your collection, or if you guys are resellers, we definitely love resellers to come to the area. That all gets kicked off this Wednesday here in Adamstown, Pennsylvania. So please come on out, support small business. If you guys can get here, maybe not this time, but check. There's a website called Antiques Capital USA. It'll be the dates for next year. It's a great destination to stay over and shop the whole week. So please, please consider that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I only ship to the United States and Canada, Pennsylvania. I think that's it. So before we get into it, ladies, do you guys want to show some of your merchandise, some of those killer stickers that you guys have? Literally killer stickers that you guys have. I'm going to make you big real quick. I'll make you big here real quick. There you go, ladies.
So yeah, if you want to add on to a purchase tonight, we do have a couple stickers available. We have our Fat Bird sticker, which is about 3 by 3 inches. And we also have the Homeco Murder Elf sticker, which is a fan favorite. And how much are these, Laura?
$3.
$3 to add on. So you could have your choice or both. And we do have plenty of those for add-ons if you're available. But we love our little Homeco friend.
So good. And if you guys want to...
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say nice big ones that you can put on your water bottles,
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys have your t-shirts, can they order that through how can they do that?
So if you just go over to our channel, we should have a little link there in the header to a Teespring, and that's where our merch is. And we have the Murder Elf shirt available, as well as our regular Fatbird shirts as well.
And I'll tell you what, I've seen those shirts and we hope to buy one. They're quality. So the company you guys are using, they're really quality shirts. So guys, Christmas isn't too far away. So if that's something that you guys might want to gift somebody, maybe even someone in the community that you're buying Christmas gifts for, they would make a really, really good gift. There's a few other folks that jumped into our chat. We'd like to try to say hello to everybody. As I say hello, remember the official mod and bid ender tonight is Karen Gillette. Holly, HM Parker, along with Deanna, Northwest Sunshine will be our two backups. But I saw the one, the only, puts a smile on my face because of her picture. She's always so happy. Pat Robinson, how are you, Pat? Always so good to see you. Mary Beth is here with us. How are you? There's our friend Glowy Girl. How are you, Glowy Girl? Lynn jumped in here. How are you, Lynn? Let's see. There was a few more. There you are, Tirza. How are you? So good to see you guys tonight. Welcome to Mother Tucker's Monday. Oh, there's Robin. How are you, Robin? I thought there was one or two more. Let me see here. I think that there's Lucinda. How are you, Lucinda? I knew there was one more. There's Mary. How are you, Mary? We have Monica here with us. How are you? And I knew it was around Angie. And I think that, there's Lisa and Amanda. How are you guys? I knew there were some folks that I missed. And I also want to say a big hello to Alicia of Big Paul Vintage. If you guys are in the Pennsylvania area, another great antique store is the North Gate. They are located in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So they are probably an hour west of us. So if you guys come see us, please make sure you head up. I think that's one of the oldest antique malls in the Carlisle area. And I'll tell you what, they are jam-packed with some goodies. There's some people up there that love their kitsch and their mid-century. So please make sure you give them a check because me and Alicia, we do share the same birthdays, which is September 26th. So one quick thing, we want to say hello and happy birthday to myself and Laura. Tina did get that added in there.
All right. Look at that, Tina.
Way to go, Tina.
Score. So
I've been deleted.
So a happy birthday, everybody. I know you guys are here for the vintage, so let's get it started. We'll let Bill set the tempo for the night, then we'll let the ladies go, and then I will follow us up, and we'll just go over and repeat. So we'll get you going, Bill. How much is your first item starting at, sir?
Well, I just wanted to say, Mary Beth from Virginia, thanks for watching for all this time and for letting us know you're here tonight. That's fantastic. $10, Jason. And one thing that you see with each of us when we're on the screen is we happen to be three groups of sellers who always have something similar in the background. All three of us have collections of pretty big vases. So one of the things you can expect from us tonight are some pretty epic vases. And I'm going to start it off with a mini one. I have this gorgeous little Fenton milk glass bud vase with this beautiful hand painting on it. It's got a cardinal on it. I need to get something to put behind it because it's not focusing. It's got this beautiful cardinal, which I think is so appropriate for the season that's coming up, with these pine cones on it. And then on the reverse side are just 3 pine cones. It is hand signed by the artist, as many of these hand painted Fenton items are. This was hand painted by Jim Andrick, and it has that big old Fenton stamp on the bottom as well. As you know, these bud vases are generally pretty small. This one is 8 inches tall. Wait till you see how big the vases we're going to bring later are. They're massive, and we're going to need to ship them.
Yes.
So yeah, beautiful milk glass by Fenton. Just want to give you a close up on this gorgeous. Oh, there it is. Look at that cardinal.
I love, and you know what? I don't think they made a lot of these. I love this, and it pairs well. They actually did a fairy lamp with the same cardinal on it.
Yeah, for me, if you're gonna have any bird for Christmas, for me, it's the cardinal, right? And at least in my area, I don't know how widespread they are in the United States, but they're often the first birds we see in the spring here in New Jersey. I just love them. So thanks everyone for your bids. I am interested in moving this along tonight because we have some fantastic items, especially some glass to show you tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and start this countdown. So if you're interested, we're looking for 13 or more. Brad has the high bid right now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
And how tall was that again, Bill?
7 inches.
7 inches. That's a good size to tuck in front of those big boys, you know.
That's where I had it.
So good.
Okay, so there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. We're going to thank Karen a lot tonight because she works hard for us. So there were a bunch of 13. Susan and Jerry had a 13, but Trina came in with a 15. So Trina, my dear, this is yours for $15. You're going to love it. It's really beautiful. Thank you.
All right, ladies, how much?
What are we starting this at, Laura?
That one's starting at $20.
$20 start, friends.
So Mary Beth was just saying this one's not marked, but I really think it's Fenton. It's a beautiful swirl opalescent. I think the one that I saw, they called it a spiral opalescent. And I just love that icy blue color that Fenton has.
It's a rose bowl.
Yep.
And does that have some of the frit there around the tip of it? I mean, I believe this is early Fenton. Like, I think this is like 1930s, 40s Fenton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so too, Jason.
Now,
I think so too.
Around the top. I'm sorry.
What are you saying, Jason?
Around the top, is that another color, or is that white around the lace around the top part, or is that like a frit? Like,
it sort of goes into a gray almost.
Okay. All right.
So it goes from the blue into a white opalescent, and then the very tips are sort of gray.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, this is
mesmerizing.
lovely. And I love to do this, go back and forth to watch that swirl, But yeah, this is
the bottom there. Yeah, there you go.
This is lovely. A few bubbles there in the bottom.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, probably had a sticker at one point, right? It's just long gone.
Yeah, and this is
that
great.
Crimp top is so pretty.
Yeah, and I love this blue to use at Christmas. Like, if you guys do like a non-traditional Christmas, this looks so good at Christmas time.
I see JDA Collectibles in the chat. Is that JDA from? I think I know that name from Whatnot previously.
Yeah. It's about 4.5 inches tall, in case anybody was wondering. About 4.5.
Gorgeous. So I just want to say hi and thank you everybody for your birthday wishes. And we're so happy to be here with Jason and Tina and Bill. We miss them so much.
All right, shall we count down?
I think we should.
All right, here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
And this is like the thinner Fenton too. Like, it feels more like depression glass almost, like an in-between. Yeah, it's good old Fenton. They did such a good job.
A beautiful piece.
All right, so you guys had Nikki in at 25, but you had Mary Beth in with just in case at 32. So that means it goes to her for $26. Congratulations.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Thanks for your bids, everybody.
Thanks, Mary Beth. Great name.
It is. It's a really good name. All right, guys, I'm going to start out a little slow tonight with a smaller item. It's going to be $12, and you're going to get both of these. So as soon as it wants to queue up for me, you'll get both of these for $12. So I know you guys are familiar with the small little Wade figurines that came in all the what, Bill, was it? I know it was a tea company. Was it Rose Tea?
Red Rose Tea. Yep.
Well, these were ones that you guys could actually purchase. So these were not giveaways. So you're actually going to get both of these Wade figurines. I'll show you that they are stamped on the bottom, but I don't know if they were sold together, but they're here together. And I feel like one's one of the parents. So one's like a dad or a mom, and then you got a little baby one. So I don't want to separate them. So you're going to get them both for $12 if there's any interest. And if you guys know Wade figurines, you know that it's a very, very heavy porcelain. It's very thick. And you can see here it is embossed on the bottom, made in England by Wade. And then, of course, it says that it is porcelain. So it's very, I kind of went with fall colors tonight and earth tones. So I thought this would be great if you guys were going to decorate for fall, if you guys love just turtles in general, if you love Wade figurines. Deanna's in at 12. Thank you so much. They do have a good weight to them. If you guys think the little Wade figurines that were the promos or the giveaways are heavy, these have a nice weight to them, and they're good and sturdy, like I said. So the large one measures just about 3 inches wide, really good condition, no chips, no damage. And then the little bitty baby one is, and each one, just like Wade figurines, if you guys collect those, the giveaways, each one is always painted just a little different, a little unique. And you can tell this guy's shell is a little darker than the larger one. And this one measures just about 1.75 inches, about 1.75 inches. And then this one is stamped on the bottom, Wade. If it wants to focus, it is Wade, and it is made in England, and it is porcelain. So again, you're going to get them both. Again, you could pop these into your plants if you want to, use them just as little figurines, put them on your little tchotchke shelf, just cute little figurines. So again,
I love the stamps on the markings, the logos on the bottoms of those. I only ever see the little tiny Wade whimsies. I never see the bigger ones. That's fantastic.
Again, Mary Beth, I don't know. Bill, where did they sell these at? Could you get these on? I don't.
Those were in gift stores. You would just buy them in boxes. They would be cardboard boxes with a clear top.
That's what I thought, because the other ones, they're the giveaways, but these, and I don't see a lot of just Wade figurines outside of the giveaway ones. So Patty, I see you at 14. Thank you so much. So I don't want to say they're rare, but I don't know that they made a lot and sold a lot, or if they did, maybe people kept them in their collections because
I've never seen those before.
Well, the whimsies were marketed in the US and Canada, but most of the other figurines were specifically in Europe. So to come over from the United States, it wasn't quite as common. They also didn't just make, there's tons of different ones, but they didn't make a lot of them.
Well, and I know that I had a little fella, he was like he looked like a gnome. I sold one of those, but this is the first little figurines that I've ever, I had a pogo years ago, which a pogo was one of the first figurines that Wade had made. And then that's what spawned them into the little promotion ones and then a few of these. So we did sell pogo years ago, but again, these are cute. They're small. You're going to get them both. We're at 14, looking for 15. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Remember, just in case for active bidders. So we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And if my camera wants to focus, you can see there is great detail. So they do have eyes, a little mouth, really good detail on them for such a small figurine. And they're, like I say, they're a nice size. They're a good weight. So I think these would be cute if you pop them into a little plant. Hello, Katie, Vintage and Vinyl. How are you? So good to see you. There is the bid end, and it looks like Patty Rose, if I can find, there we go. Patty Rose are coming to you for 14. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Bill.
So Gina, that scarecrow and the turkey that you're talking about come from a collection of 12 figurines called the Calendar Series. There's one for each month. The scarecrow is September and the turkey is November. So look out for the other ones. They're really fun to collect. All right, so Jason, I'm going to start this at $26, and some of you may have seen this item before. There's a little story that I need to say. Jason, myself, and our friends Brian and John, we call ourselves the Valentinos over on Instagram, and we have a monthly sale. And a couple months ago, I was hosting a sale when the power went out at home. And since I was the host, the whole sale ended in the middle of me counting down this next item. And because the power went out, there was no record of who was bidding on the item. So I'm bringing it back to see if anyone else is interested in it, because it is an unusual, I'm not going to say unique because there were others made, but it is an unusual piece of ceramic from Clemens. It is this goat that sits on your buffet table. And this goat collects olive pits and toothpicks. If people don't want them. So literally, just like a goat is known to eat trash out in the world, this ceramic can collect those things from your guests after the party. You just upside down and you empty it out. So I'm just going to read you what it says because it's pretty spectacular. Oh, first let me just tell you it's in great condition for being vintage ceramic, but it does have crazing pretty much all over it, and I think it's quite beautiful. And then 2 of the corners on the bottom have little chips in the paint. They're there, but they are on the bottom. And I'm just going to read you what it says because it's really funny. So, and there's sayings on every side. It says, "I'm the goat. As you can see, I'm hungry as can be. I'll eat up all that you refuse, so feed me anything you choose. Though old tin cans are my favorite dish, a diet of olive pits sounds most delish. And for dessert, though you'd say nix, my own first choice is used toothpicks."
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Isn't this fun?
I mean,
Really
who doesn't
beautiful.
need that? Everybody needs that.
Yeah. So it is made by Clemens. Let me see if it's upside down. Clemens Pottery.
Which is a California pottery company. Right. If you guys aren't familiar, it's like a Rio Hondo, but this was like a higher end California pottery back in the day.
And you can actually see the California influence with the painting and the colors.
Yeah. And I love, they always did a lot of pastel colors, which that's what I love. I actually have a few pie plates that they decorated. So they did like a whole kitchen series with things like this. So good and so collectible. And a lot of the stuff, I mean, did craze and it did get damaged. And the fact that you have this in perfect shape, Bill, is amazing. I mean,
yeah, it's just a really fun, sometimes when you're out shopping, you just need to pick up something you just haven't seen before. And for me, this was it. So for people who, well, if you just want a little kitschy thing for your collection, that's great. But this is definitely usable and probably a really nice conversation piece if you had it out at a party.
Great for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Could you imagine having this on your buffet table for the upcoming holiday? How many people would be envious and want this?
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Gorgeous.
But it looks like there's not any interest right now, so we will bring it back at the recap because I want to keep it moving along. But it is super fun. And Mary, I don't know. Maybe our little lady will make an appearance some point tonight. Maybe. All right, so thank you, Patty. I see your bid of 26. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. If anyone else is interested, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Bill, are you talking about Helga? Is that who you're talking about?
I might be.
Okay.
That's what Mary was asking about.
Okay, that's who I thought.
So thank you, Karen, for the bid end. Patty, let's have a little appetizer tray at some point and put our olive pits in there. Thanks so much.
I'll bring the charcuterie board, Bill. We can all get together.
That was the word I was looking for.
That's so great.
That's one of the more unique things I think I've ever seen. That's so great. I love that.
Love that.
Bill, Helga misses me, just so you know.
She told me. And then she put a curse on me.
By the way, Mary Beth's forever in your debt for stealing that doll.
I can't thank you enough that I didn't have to bring that home.
Let's just say she might just be in my possession briefly. So that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right.
Our next item is going to start at 8:10.
All right.
And it looks sort of like a little bathtub, Laura. Doesn't it?
Oh, only you would think that looked like a bathtub.
It
pretty
does.
cute, though.
So this is a cute little oval dish. I'm going to tell you how large it is. So it is like 7 1/4 inches across. And the best part is it's a party.
Yes, it's a party bowl.
It is. So when Laura brought this out, I was like, no way that glows. I just didn't feel like it did.
You were so skeptical of me.
Yeah.
That's forever our biggest argument.
Does it glow?
Does it glow or does it not?
Yeah. So I was like, no way that one does. Sure enough, it sure does. So this is really pretty. I feel like this is a more unique piece of uranium glass. you don't always see this shaped bowl all the time. I feel like this would be great for Halloween, put some candy or something in here on your little display.
Candy corn.
Oh, yeah.
Tina and I ate a whole bowl of candy corn.
I know. We looked down and oh, nope, it's all gone. They never did fill it up again, did they? They never filled that up again for us.
I wanted some too, and it was like gone.
It's Laura. You can't just eat all the candy corn.
I know. Tina did it.
But they're like potato chips. You can't just stop when one. It just becomes a reaction. It almost comes instinctive. Like,
I love that stuff so much. You either love it or you hate it, but I love it.
But yeah, you could put your candy corn in here, or those gross candies that come in the black and orange like wax paper.
Yes.
They're like little peanut butter kisses.
Yeah, those are disgusting. But you could put those in here.
Did you try the cashews yet with the candy corn that we discussed? Did you try that yet? I'm telling you.
I did.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Be honest.
No, yeah. I have a whole dish of it right in my kitchen.
I knew it. It tastes like a payday. That's what it tastes like.
Yes.
It's really good. It's really good.
All right. So I see an 18 bid. So I'm going to go ahead and start to count this down.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's very adorable. Would look great for Halloween. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Glow tub.
Could you imagine putting your gravy in that and then having it glow for Thanksgiving?
That would be awesome. Oh no, Bill.
He's here.
Oh my gosh. All right, there's the bid end. Nikki, you didn't need your just in case, so it's going to go to Nikki for the 18. Thank you so much. Bill, do you want to introduce all of us to somebody really quick? Go right ahead, sir.
Well, if you didn't see initially, you should go over to Fatbirds and watch the video. What was the video title? I can't remember.
It may have just been Flipping and Sipping.
Oh, it was Flipping and Sipping. Yeah. You can actually see where where she originated. I don't know what to say about her other than that I love her. And I guess Laura loves her too. But maybe that could do with never seeing her again in her life, I guess.
She reminds me. She reminds me of two people. Do you remember the Drew Carey show of Mimi? She reminds me of Mimi. Do you guys remember that show?
Yeah.
The Drew Carey show? And my mom will appreciate this. She reminds me of my Aunt Sarah. That's what my Aunt Sarah used to look like. Honest to Pete, that's what my Aunt Sarah looked like.
You're going to get in trouble for that.
No. My folks divorced when I was a kid, so it's on my father's side. So I actually earned a credit with my mother by saying that. So,
okay, that's good.
Reminds me of Aunt Sarah. Good old Aunt Sarah. So, gang, $20, and I can't have a sale with Bill if I don't bring a planter. So I have this little epic guy. Now, guys, he is Hall Pottery. He's in very good condition. If you guys are familiar with the brown drip, they also did a green drip. They also did planters, cookie jars. The green drip is a little harder to find than the brown drip. So he's in very, very good condition. Down here at the bottom, this is actually a slip in the glaze. So he's not chipped right here. That's just a little slip in the glaze. So it might be hard because he's really dark, but you can almost see, there we go. You can sort of see where it's signed Hall USA. So if you guys are looking for a little heavier planter, a great planter, especially like I said, I was bringing more fall, more nature, more those kind of looks. I thought this guy would be it for you guys. I love how they even did the drip effect to almost give him eyes. If you look these up, they didn't achieve that effect on a lot of them. So they actually were able to give this guy some eyes. Of course, you can see the drip glaze on him, and he does have really great details, even on the back here. And he is a planter. He, of course, is great to hold your plants. He is large enough that you could use him to put, remotes in. You could sit your phone in him when you're charging him. He has a very large hole there to put plants in. They even gave him the details of the spots on the back. So I know my light isn't showing it all the best. He does have some realistic details to him. So again, he's made by Hall, probably 1950s. See if we can get that to show Again, it's kind of embossed in there. You can sort of see where it is signed Hall. I love this guy. If you Google him, you'll see they are very popular. They do sell, and they do sell for a little higher than what I'm starting him at. So he measures 6.5 inches tall from his big goofy eyes, 6.5 inches tall from the top to the bottom, and he's about 6.5 inches across. So hopefully the light isn't too bad for him. I'm looking on my phone. You guys can see they gave him the details here of his mouth. Again, there's no chips. There's no damage at all. He is just a cool little mid-century little frog. Thank you, Holly Berry. I see you're 20. We're looking for 21 or more. And again, he is the green drip. So they did a lot of Hall was known for the brown drip. This is the green drip. I don't know that they, Bill, do you recall, lady, do you recall another one? They did a yellow drip, didn't they?
Oh, I thought you meant in the frog. No, there's a yellow drip and there's a pink drip.
That's right, there is. And those are really hard to find. So the brown drip was pretty popular. They made a lot of that in Hall. Then to find it in the green drip, or I don't know, Bill, if they did the yellow and pink in the frog.
Frog's only green. Only green.
Okay. All right. So you can only find him in a green. So again, no chips, no cracks. Let me get up again to show you guys. And then we're going to do a countdown to keep him moving. He is large and in charge. So he is nice and weighty. You could even use him as a doorstop if you wanted to. My grandmother used to have a porcelain or a ceramic frog that we used to use as a doorstop. It's really cool seeing him down on the floor. So maybe even a bottle brush tray. So we'll count him down. We're looking for 23 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You got it, Holly. Thank you so much. We have Michael in at 22 right now. We're just looking for 23 or more, or the bid end. Ribbit. I love this guy. He's hard to part with. I just found him on Friday. He's so cute. All right, there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. And it looks like, Michael, it's going to you. Michael, I don't know if we've ever worked together. This might be your first purchase from Other Tuckers, so thank you and welcome. That's my email below. If you can just email me your name, I think it's still your real name, and then just let me know your address and your PayPal email or an email address. I'll be sending out invoices on Saturday. So thank you very much. And we'll turn it over to you, Mr. Bell.
Okay, $10, Jason. And I have a cute little kitschy piece of German porcelain. And my research tells me that this is a bulldog. You know, I don't know my dogs, but research says this little guy's a bulldog. How adorable is this guy? He is so cute. And he's got this green bow around his neck. But what's really adorable about him is his face, and then what he's looking at on the top of his head. He's got a little fly perched up on the top of his head, which is why his eyes look a little cockeyed, because he's trying to figure out what landed up there.
Oh, I love him.
Isn't it great? In great condition, no chips, no cracks, no repairs. The feet are all unfinished, and you get the porcelain feel from those feet, and just adorable. He comes in at 2.5 inches tall and 3 inches long, and I think he is everything. So cute. Just trying to get him to focus a little bit so you can see. Yeah, and the fly is part of the sculpt. It is also porcelain. It's not a piece of plastic or something that's affixed to the top. So adorable. And look at those teeth.
He's cute.
Yeah, really well done.
Gosh. You can almost hear him almost snorting, trying to get that bug off his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so funny. So fun. And again, in such good condition. The glaze is in great condition. No chips or cracks, no repairs. There is a Germany mark right here on the back. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. So it is numbered, and it does say Germany on it. The number is 5130, if that means anything to anybody. But just the sweetest little booger to sort of tuck into your collection.
I love his little bow. Love that little bow.
Isn't that great? He's just so fun. All right, thank you all for your interest. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. Remember, active bidders can use it just in case if he's someone you really want to make sure comes to your home. Right now, we'd be looking for 16 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Bill, where did you find him? Was he in your basement, or did you just find him outsourcing?
No, I found him in the basement.
Oh, gosh.
I opened a new tote this week.
Bill has totes of merchandise in his basement, ladies, in case you didn't know that.
They've been closed for a long time. There is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So, Jill, you had the high bid at 15 before the bid end. This little guy's yours. Congratulations. You're going to love him.
All right. All right, ladies, you're up next.
All right. We have a piece of Shawnee that we're going to start at. What are we going to start this at? You've got two numbers written down.
18.
18. That's so confusing. We have a planter as well.
Is it?
It is. You can't just write down numbers. So this is a Shawnee planter, this cute little white deer here in the front. And he's guarding his little pre-stump planter here in the back.
I love the color scheme of this one, Mary Beth, because it can be so Christmassy.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's green and white. It'd be so pretty.
It's true. These are also my favorite types of planters because they're sort of tall. So you could put your markers, your ink pens, your brushes, whatever it is that you're using. This is very functional. You wouldn't have to put a plant in it.
Mm-hmm.
You could use it for anything. It's just the right height and, it's just perfect for whatever. And also, you may not know this about Laura and I, but we do a planter sale at Christmas. Because, you've always got that person in your life, like your kid's bus driver or your kid's preschool teacher or your friend at work or somebody that you have no clue what to get them for Christmas. And so last year, Laura and I did a how-to video / drop sale with
it was great.
With lots of planters. And we showed you how to decorate your planters for a gift basket. You could either put candy in them or mittens or hot chocolate kit or something. So
then you take those little floral cards. You know how when you get a flower arrangement and it says, the card is in the little holder, you can just put a gift card in that. And then, instead of paying $10 for a gift bag and stuff at Walmart, you've got something you can keep.
Exactly. And your non-collector friends out there who don't collect vintage, this is a nice segue into the vintage world for them because they wouldn't have thought of this otherwise. So just something to think about.
And this is that's so much more. It's more meaningful than just going and getting just something off the Walmart or Target shelf.
I agree.
So what I was going to say about this particular planter is that the two-toned one is not as common to find. A lot of times Shawnee just put the same color paint on the whole thing. And this one was one of the ones they took a little bit more care with. The same sculpt, most often you find it in complete cream. The whole thing is in cream.
Oh, good tip, Bill. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Shawnee wasn't always that careful with their painting.
Are you ladies still swimming in deer down there in Kentucky, or are you getting through most of that epic score that you guys got?
We still have a few.
We still have a few. We laid off a little because
we thought people might be getting tired of them, but we still have several, honestly.
I tell you what, one of the boxes that we have left, if anybody, just if you're interested, you can email us sometime. But one of the boxes that we have left is all those beautiful Bambi planters.
Okay.
They usually have the drip glaze and the little scallopy, edged bowl with the little Bambi fawn in front of it. We've probably got 8 of those.
Yeah.
All different ones. Beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're looking for a specific deer planter, make sure you let us know because we could have it. And honestly, we've set several planters aside waiting for our Christmas sale. So we could possibly have the one you're looking for. All right. Well, I see Cynthia at 19. So I'll go ahead and start the countdown. So we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
And these were always so prone to getting chipped or damaged. That one looks beautiful.
He's in really good condition.
I love his little pink ears.
Yeah.
So cute.
Look great with the bottle brush tree behind him. So good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one hold a pretty good size little tree in there.
Yeah,
too.
it would actually.
Or
Right.
a real plant. Or a real
This is true.
plant.
I know, Bill. Yes, a real plant. Sorry, Bill. Cynthia.
Yeah, I know, Bill. We're killing Bill with the planter thing.
Well,
Had a
you know,
nice-
so many plants need drainage. So
Yes.
I never know what sort of plants to plant in a planter that doesn't have drainage. So
My YouTube video is coming out.
There you go.
asking
Well,
you
it's not
shall
coming out. It's in my head. I haven't filmed it yet, but
There you go.
All right, ladies, it goes to Aunt Kiki for $20.
Awesome. Thanks, Aunt Kiki.
All right. And guys, please, with over 200 of you here, make sure you're subscribed to Laura and Mary Beth of Fatbird Finds. The link to their channel is right down below in the description, along with Garden Guy Bill. Follow them over on Whatnot and over on Instagram. We all do post some things on Instagram that we don't always share over here on YouTube. So please consider giving old Mother Tucker's a follow and a subscription as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. So $28. And I live in the land of Moon and Star, and so does Bill. And when I'm able to find it and bring it to Alive and share it with the rest of the country, I try to do so. So I have the middle-sized compote made by Ellie Smith in the amber. So I'm starting it at just $28 if anybody's interested. A lot of times these scallops have chips on them. This one has a little flea bite. Other than that, it's in very good condition. Like I said, there's 3 sizes of these covered candies or covered compotes. They've been called by both. This is the middle-sized one. So the middle-sized one is about normally 10 inches tall. So it's about 10 inches tall, and it's about 6 inches wide. And that's at the mouth right here where my pinky is. So great for fall. Great to put some of your candies in this year. Great to put on your dining room table, especially for Halloween. Put some candy corn in. Put some candy in for Thanksgiving. I love this honey amber that Ellie Smith uses. So let me sit it down and let me show you guys what it looks like without the lid on. You guys could just use this as an open compote if you wanted to. So you could definitely put just a little tea light candle in there. Again, this was made by a couple different companies. We know that this is this is an LG Wright mold, which Ellie Smith used because we have the cube here in the middle. If it's spiraled, that was Kanawha. Now, Kanawha, I don't think they made the larger compote. They would have made the smaller compote. So, again, the Moon and Star, it's right here. Gina, I see you're 20, but we're starting it at 28. So, Gina, if you're interested, just put in a 28, and then I will highlight it. So, here, Bill's showing you an example of the Kanawha with the spiral. So, and actually, I was speaking to some folks there's actually a Moon and Star club where they get together and they swap and they sell. They said that actually that Kanawha didn't steal the mold, they would swap them. But the deal was you had to alter them a little bit. And that's what they did was they got rid of the cube center that LG Wright and Ellie Smith used, and they went with a spiral. Maybe she was just lagging for the last item. I have a feeling that she was. So again, no chips and cracks to the bottom. A lot of these were prone to have straw marks on them. There is just one little nip on the tip, if I can even find it. Don't know that it'll show. I should have marked it. It's right here. Just one tiny little rough mark. These are prone to get damaged if you aren't careful putting the lid down, because you can see that, here with the sculpt. And as I feel right there, there's a little nip right there. So I do my best to find it on these. So let's say there's 2 little nips on there. I didn't feel that one earlier. So there is the top. And if you guys aren't familiar with Moon and Star, that's it right there. Some think the part above it is the moon part. No, the Moon and Star is this part here, which repeats here on the base and on the lid as well. So the moon is the spiral part. The center part is a star. So again, they're great if you guys have these little tabletop lights. You guys can put them in. You can see how it does flicker. That is catching the light there. So if you had, more of those in there, it would be even lighter. Again, it's a gorgeous piece for just $28. So we'll just wait another moment for the lag to see if anybody is interested. I did sell last week the smaller candy dish and the 2 candlestick holders. They made this in a lot of different things, from a banana boat to fairy lamps to these covered compotes. But this one is the medium-sized one. So yes, yep. So if you guys are lagging behind, please make sure you guys have the cursor at the bottom all the way over to the right. And then if you guys need to, if you want to exit the video and come back in case anybody is lagging, I'm just trying to read the chat that shows, yes, we're right now on the amber. Ellie Smith, fairy lamp, just 2 little nips on it. $28 if anybody's interested. I think we do have a bid coming in here in a moment. Thank you so much, Brian. I see you're 28. So we're looking for 29 or more. And again, it's in really good condition. 2 little flea bites around the lid, which is minimal. A lot of these, when you do find them, they have a lot of damage to them. So this pattern, especially the Ellie Smith, the mid-century Ellie Smith Moon and Star, came in this honey amber. You could get it in a green. You could get it in their amberina or their blue. So, and they all match. So if you wanted to do a rainbow, and then in later years, they had some other colors. So Brian, thank you so much. And I think you're new. So hopefully you're going to email me then your information, Brian. So we're looking for 29 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case. So
I love that deep, beautiful amber color.
I do too.
So pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? And then you can see
for fall.
It is. And you can see the candle in there. And when it is dark, it does give a nice flicker to it, a nice ambiance. And it, the main reason why it does is that this being the pattern glass or even earlier cut glass, they did that because it was clear. They didn't have colored glass back then. And then it would cause all those great flickering, all those great optic effects. So then I love the mid-century. So we'll count it down. We're looking for 29 or more. Thank you so much, Brian. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're just looking for 29 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I just love this. If we had the room, I think I would collect more Moon and Star. I just love the pattern, the compotes. All right, there's the bid end. So again, Brian, thank you so much. And I think this is a first time for you too. So please, congratulations and thank you. We're so happy to have you as a first-time customer. If you could just email me at Mother Tuckers, right there, mtuckersantiques@gmail. Just tell me your full name again, your full address. And please let me know email that I could send the invoice to through PayPal. Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations. All right. Thank you so much, Brian, and welcome. All right, Mr. Bell.
I have a $12 choice round, Jason, and I have some beautiful glass as well. Like, I love milk glass, but the type of milk glass that I love the most is the black amethyst glass. So I have a couple black amethyst planters tonight, and I decided to bring them for those of you who are thinking about your Halloween displays, because I think they would be just perfect. So this first one is a pedestal planter. And by the way, I do not know the manufacturer on either of them. Fenton made some, Westmoreland made some. I don't know who made the two that I have tonight, but they are gorgeous. This first one, which I can just imagine some amazing kind of dried arrangement or Halloween display popping out of this. I just think it's so gorgeous. It also would be great for candy corns, as long as there aren't people around you who eat them all the time. But just really, really pretty piece of glass. As you can see, this one has a ribbon detail around the base here, and then around the base of the actual planting space. It is on a pedestal. It's in gorgeous condition on the inside, no chips or cracks. And this one is 6 inches tall, 5 inches from side to side. And it's the kind of black amethyst that when you hold it up to light, you see the purple coming through it. So, so pretty. So this is the first choice. The second choice is also a black amethyst milk glass planter, and it's this paneled sort of oval planter. So it has all these panels which give off a really beautiful optic. Again, I think it's probably Fenton or Westmoreland, but I don't know. And the reason I brought this one for this time of the year is because, I don't know, I think this could look like a coffin in your Halloween display. If you put a little mini Helga in here, now my Helga's not going to fit. She's too big. But if you had a little mini Helga, I think that would be really cool as a coffin. Or, you know, putting some candy in there and some eyeballs, or some candy and a skeleton laying across the top. I just think it could be a really fun part of your Halloween display. Now, this is 2.75 inches tall and 7 inches at its widest point. So 2 beautiful pieces of black amethyst. Again, you hold either of them up to the light and you will see the purple coming through, glass planters. And I've been hanging on to these for a while because I had so many ideas. things I was going to do with them. And we all know how that goes, right?
Bill, I think putting gravy in that one. I'm not seeing a casket. I'm seeing a gravy boat. That's what I'm seeing.
It's because you see food, Jason.
This is true.
Yeah.
Put some mashed potatoes and gravy in that. I'd eat right out of both of those. Right, ladies? I'd eat right out of those.
Chicken skewers out of this one.
Yeah, sign me up, Bill. Absolutely.
This is actually good for banana split.
Ooh, okay. All right.
A Halloween themed one.
That's so cute for Halloween. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Even if you, I mean, I would love to, that was my idea. I was going to make some big display with all this great Halloween stuff I found at Michael's and then make this a little coffin next to it. But now I have to fit Helga into my display this year. So it's not, these had to go. Somebody else can use them. Yeah, the tater talk again. Because we always go back to cheese and potatoes with Jason and I.
I was thinking even cheese curds in there. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. Right now, we're looking for 23 or more, and it is for choice on either the oval-shaped one or the pedestal. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And in my promo, I had this one upside down because it also makes a really great riser. Well, I suppose that one would too. They both would.
Yeah.
Probably stacked on top of one another. I don't know. So pretty. All right, Karen, thank you for the bid end. So I saw Trendlin in at 25. Nancy had a just in case of 35. Noelle came in with a just in case of 77. So Noelle, for $36, let me know if you would like the pedestal, or we'll call this one the oval or the coffin. And then Nancy, so Noelle's going to take the pedestal. Nancy, just let me know if you wanted the oval one, and of course you can pass. And then Trendlin, you're back up at 25 for the oval one, if you would like it.
Got a feeling a lot of the folks got their palates wet when you said casket for that.
I know, isn't it cool?
Yeah, I know. I got my palate wet thinking about mashed potatoes and gravy. That's what I was thinking.
Of course you will.
Put a big old baked potato in there.
So, Trendlin, just let me know if you wanted this for 25, and if not, I don't know if we had any other active bidder.
Hold on, Bill. I'm going back to check for you. Karen, you had Karen in at 22 then. Yeah. And I think that would have been everybody then. So, all right. Do you want to just watch the chat and we'll keep it up? Trendlin said yes. All right.
Thank you both.
All right, ladies.
Jason, I'm going to do something crazy if you'll let me.
Do it. Do it. Oh, my gosh. All right. All right.
I've gotten a vase down off the piano, and I'm going to offer this up for sale. This is going to start at $175.
I really thought you would end up keeping that one.
I know. It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start this at $175.
It's all about that mouth.
I will let you know that this vase is 23.5 inches tall. So 23.5 inches tall. It is Ellie Smith. So if you look at this right off, from a distance, you might think it's Viking. Viking does have the 6 petal vases that is reminiscent of this, but the Ellie Smith ones are sort of flat. Like the shapes that come out here are flattened.
You're teaching me something.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
I didn't realize that.
The Viking ones are round, more bulbous. Everybody loves it when I say bulbous. But the Ellie Smith ones are flat. This is Amberina. It does glow.
Oh, man. So good. I love the color red that Ellie Smith uses, especially when they fade into that Amberina.
Oh, I know.
To the mouth.
And this is really ruby. This is a really deep, pretty ruby red.
And that's important because I find to be one of the other than the violets and stuff, one of the hardest to put in your rainbow. The real red ones are hard to find.
Yeah. So you can probably see the Ellie Smith back here. That's a more Amberina color. It's a lighter red, if you will. This one is so deep. Just a deeper red, really. It's so pretty. I don't see any chips or cracks, any issues with this piece at all. And again, 23. I'm going to measure it again just to double check.
I mean, I got to tell you guys, owning the antique store and even shopping and going to other auctions, that is an incredible start price because you cannot find these out in the wild anywhere. And if you do, you're not even going to pay close to that. So, I mean, it's a gorgeous piece.
Yeah, it is 23 and a half. And I will say some of my other ones are fatter that are on the piano. This one is actually one of the taller ones that I had up there.
Gorgeous.
I don't have many that are taller than this one.
And again, guys, like we said earlier, we all use pirate ship. So we're professionals in shipping these, and we will get you guys the cheapest rates possible. So don't think just because it's a larger vase that it's going to be astronomical to ship. We will, of course, get you guys cheaper rates than just at the post office. So shipping will be very reasonable on this.
Indeed.
And, you know, for the scavenger hunt, I put a vase taller than 24 inches.
Yeah.
And we never did see one.
We never found one.
I know that they sold quick. I mean, whatever was in Springfield sold on the first day because we never did see any hardly.
Yeah. All the vases that we found were probably 18 inches or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Never saw one over 20.
Yeah.
Karen.
Sorry, Karen.
That's my favorite emoji. I feel like that's me. Like it has the hair, the whole thing.
All right, Laura, shall we count it down?
I think you should.
All right, here we go, guys. Beautiful Ellie Smith again. I just want to show it one more time. It's gorgeous. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Let me move my face.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Speaking of the scavenger hunt, I actually had a dollhouse toilet in my car already, and I didn't know it was on the list.
That's a story, Bill. We need to know why at some point.
Yeah.
Why?
It was in one of the plastic bags, Jason, from the you-know-where place. It was a bathtub, a sink, and a toilet.
We actually found one.
We really did.
Oh,
We found a bag of dollhouse furniture, and Laura was like, I need to see if there's a toilet in there. I was like, Laura, you can't just open that and go through it. She's like, it's going to be okay. And she went through. Sure enough, she found a toilet. It was so funny.
All right. You guys had steel in at 180. The Karen who's chasing that vintage came in at 2. So it looks like she's getting it for 181.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We appreciate it. Thanks, Karen.
Thanks, everybody. That was fun.
Oh, I don't know if you know what I was going to bring mine right after yours. Should I bring it or should I do a cooling down?
let's get the swung round over with.
Okay. All right. All right.
We did.
All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get myself over here. And guys, while I get myself queued up here, please make sure you're subscribed to Fatbird Finds and Garden Guy Bill. They both post a lot of great content. They're great channels to follow, especially every single Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, and it's 9 your time, but it's 10 our time here in the East. Flipping and sipping is always a good time. So, guys, I'm going to follow their lead. 175, and mine is made by Viking. Okay, mine is also a little harder pattern to find. If you guys love persimmon and you know that Viking isn't always bright orange, this one is. This one is as persimmon as you can get, all the way down to the very orange at the bottom, and then it's almost like well, thank you, Karen. I see you at 20. At 20 at 200. I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous. Y'all got me all nervous here with the vases. So it's in very good condition. No chips, no cracks. This pattern is actually known as the diamond twist in persimmon. So between my 3 experts, between Mary Beth, Mary Beth, 200, yeah. And Bill, thank you guys so much for the bids. Between Bill, Mary Beth, and then, of course, my flipping van life. I'm so nervous now. What's her name? Sandy. Because of Sandy, they helped us figure out who made this and the name of it. So as you would guess, it does glow. This one comes in at 21 and a half inches. So it's 21 and a half inches. It is a harder to find pattern. You can see all those great diamond effects at the bottom. Then you can see the base here. Look at that star in the base. And as you guys would guess, it does glow. So Look at that glow on the base. It goes all the way up to the center. And then this whole bottom glows. And then it kind of stops. But then the whole entire mouth glows.
Oh my gosh.
Jason, I'm not trying to quiz you or anything, because I know that you had help, identifying it. But I've just never seen it. I'm trying to learn something. Did you say twist?
Yes. And I think the twist has to do here in the bottom where it starts to twist. So if you can see, so hold on, let me show it up close. I'm so nervous. I'm usually not nervous on these, but this one, I'm so nervous because I'm actually selling this one for Tina. Tina did find this one. So the pattern, it comes from the diamond effect. And then as you can see here in the center, do you see how they pull it? And then it looks like a twist here in the center. That's what I believe the twist comes from. And it is a harder pattern to find because they did not make it for a very long time. Okay. I wish I had all those details. I know Sandy gave all those details to us, but I don't have those. But I do know it was a very short period of time. So Karen is in at 240. Thank you guys so much. No chips, no cracks. There's a little bit of dirt in the bottom. It's not sick. I couldn't get my bottle brush cleaner into the very bottom to clean it, but everything on it is clean, haze-free. You can see no damage. The one thing I didn't do was measure the length of the mouth. So again, like I said, the whole vase comes in at 21.5 inches. The mouth on this is 6.5 inches, 6.5 inches, which I think that's a pretty impressive swing or pretty impressive pull for the mouth on it. So again, all of this does glow, so that will fluoresce under black light, as you guys can see. I want to show you guys, again, no chips, no cracks. It is made by Viking, and it is in the true persimmon. A lot of times when they call it persimmon, it is very, very red. This one is very, very orange all the way from top to bottom. And again, the pattern is the diamond twist, persimmon and Viking. So let's do a countdown. We're in at 240 on the Viking vase, looking for 241 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count.
Y'all get those bids. Y'all get those bids in there. You're not going to find that every day.
No, and this is a good one. This one was hard to let go. So let's count it down.
Just wanting to lick it.
It's yummy. It's like a Jolly Rancher, right, Bill? You were waiting for it, weren't you? So we'll count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And we do the orange and the teal colors in our kitchen. In our dining room, in our living room. This didn't fit on top the hutch. That's why it's not staying with us. And yeah, I've never had this pattern, and it's such a good vase. So let me sit it down. My God, I think that I was more nervous. That's the most nervous I've ever been selling anything online. So thank you guys for all the interest. Thank you for all the bids, but I think it's going to Miss Karen chasing that vintage at $240. So you got 3 epic vases coming to you. Congratulations, Karen.
And that vintage tonight.
Good job, Karen.
So good. Thank you guys so much. All right, Mr. Bell.
$82, Jason, and I brought a vase too. I thought long and hard about what I was going to bring. I have a bunch of options. But we saw some Ellie Smith already. We saw some Viking already. I decided to go with some Fenton milk glass because I think they're gorgeous as well. I have this 22-inch Fenton hobnail milk glass swung vase, which I think is just amazing. It's a big one. If you have a milk glass collection, this is something that would really look stunning in that collection. It has a beautiful mouth on it. And it is the hobnail pattern. And I love the hobnail pattern when the piece is swung, because you can actually see how each of the hobnails got pulled up into the vase. And it creates a ribbed pattern. You can see that. It creates a ribbed pattern all the way up to almost the top of the vase. I wanted to bring this a little bit different. I sort of didn't want to bring it because I love it so much, but I did want to bring it because it is just a different sort of swung. If you're looking for something that's not like mid-century and you wanted something that was either a little bit more classic, a little bit more subtle in terms of the color. And yes, you can see it does have a big, can I say it? Bulbous base, if that's something that you're interested in. It's a big one when you look at it. I can barely get my hands around
it's fine, Bill. You can say bulbous all day.
it's as bad as if you have the dill dip to dip your chips in.
Dill
dip.
Nice. That took a while to actually come up.
It did. The mouth on that bill, it's like the claw. What manufacturer made the ones like that? Was it Viking had the mouths like that?
It was Viking, yeah.
Yes.
No, that's Ellie Smith.
Is it?
I have one right here. Yeah.
That would pair so good with it.
Well, I was just going to say, somebody in the chat said the white looks good as one mixed in with all your other colors, and that's what just got back here. If you see that, if you want to know what it would look like, it looks really good.
Yep.
I actually have mine with uranium glass, and they look so good together. The white and the uranium glass.
Love
and
that.
the great thing about so with a lot of the Ellie Smith and a lot of the Viking swungs, the mouths are pretty similar when they're in the same line. There are some slight differences, but they're pretty similar. With the Fenton ones, the mouths are all different. And this is just a really interesting looking one. Well, I don't even know if I call all of those fingers.
I believe Fenton was very conservative, and they didn't want to feed into that like the big mid-century feel. So I actually think they didn't release as many of these, broad top. I know we got Karen and I know you guys, but I don't think Fenton really released a lot of those radical, swings that a lot of the other companies did.
No, I think this was radical for them.
It was.
It was. And like Fenton, like stepping out of its comfort zone. Fenton was much more comfortable doing this.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And these two together.
And I really suspect a lot of those were end of day and weren't supposed to come out to the market because Fenton was really particular because if you even notice the crimping is always so symmetrical. They didn't like releasing things that weren't symmetrical. So I don't think that might be a super hard one to find.
And I have to say, I have like 12 of these, and they look great in a collection together.
Just 12.
They're just so beautiful. No, they're mine. Like, they're mine.
I know.
But they look so beautiful together. So Karen, again, no pressure. If you don't want it, that's great. But I will count it down. But thank you. That ice bucket. I'm glad to hear that it arrived. That's another thing. Sometimes when you send off, you're like, did I really want to sell that? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start this countdown because Karen put her hat in the ring for this. But it is just a great, great vase. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, D. Milk glass also looks really good with bittersweet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bill, where did you find this one at? Did you have this one too for a while? Or
this is actually from my grandmother's collection. So my grandmother was a big Fenton dealer. Right. So this came out of a tote. Oh, that's why I have so many, by the way. I'm not like a hoarder.
That's even better.
Well, we have to redefine hoarder, I think. But anyway, there's the bid end. So thank you, Karen. This is coming to you. I'll pack her up nice and tidy.
I couldn't find it, so we just went back to the start bid. All right, ladies, how much?
Oh gosh, I don't know. 15, I think.
Okay.
Hey, can I just say something really quick?
Yeah.
Bill, the idea of the uranium with that white milk glass is brilliant. JDA Collectibles just said he just went and did that. He just went and moved to look at it. And JDA Collectibles, I know your username from Whatnot, but if you want to share with us I forgot your first name. I know I've heard you use it. But anyway, hello.
Sure it's Dan?
I think it's Dan. Isn't it Dan?
Is it Dan?
Yeah, I think it's Dan. I'm pretty sure.
He'll let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I just thought that was cute. He said he went
Dave.
That's it. I knew it.
Dave.
Hello.
Okay, so we have 3 pieces of Nippon. So this is all going to go together. So first of all, we have this little tray, which is very sweet, with the raised, paint there on the inside. I'm going to let you hold that.
Yeah, I love these little trays that where the edges come up.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. And then we have this sweet little sugar.
It's actually, look, it has a little place for a spoon, so it's actually more of a condiment.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dish there. But it does have a little boo-boo on that.
Oh,
one.
does it?
Just on the inside of the... No, maybe it doesn't. I thought it did right here.
You're right, it does. So, right there. It should come straight down, but that one looks like it's had a nick out of it right there.
Yeah.
But yes.
On the inside, it's hidden when you put the lid on.
So there's the little condiment jar. And then we have this little guy. At first, I thought this was a hat pin, but I think it's a shaker.
Yeah. Sometimes they call them like muffineers or whatever.
Laura,
like
don't say muffineers.
Nobody love that.
Nobody
you
wants
shake the sugar out of it. You know,
Yeah,
like,
powdered sugar, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to hear muffineer, but it has its original cork there in the bottom.
I would love to be in Mary Beth's head when a word is said. I want to see the vision that she gets when it's said. That's what I want, because I'm thinking muffin. Like, yeah, my mind's all over the place. I'd love to know.
It's bulbous, Jason. It's bulbous.
Yes. Yep.
See, you sugar your muffins with it.
I don't doubt you for a second.
And it's all 3 pieces for that price. All 3 pieces together for the $15.
And these are so sweet. They're so delicately painted. They're just very nice, very dainty.
You know, as we head into the holidays, I think with family or people's coming over, I think we all try to put together little coffee bars or little areas for them to like make coffee in the morning. How darling would this look next to the Keurig, so that if they made hot chocolate, they could put a little bit of, sugar on top, or, use those little condiment containers for other things. I think it would just elevate your little coffee nook for when family comes over for the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays.
But it could
definitely.
as a dresser caddy. I mean, you could put hat pins in it.
You
could collect little trinkets in the dishes.
Yep. Beautiful. You could definitely separate out the little tray and use it for whatever you wanted. Definitely.
Oh, moist muffin. Oh my gosh, you guys!
The Miss Patty Rose is in for 15, so I think we can start counting that one down.
Okay,
Beth.
sure. All right, let's go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. You guys never disappoint in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, Nippon is very classy. And you can actually, date the color of Nippon, the mold or the stamp on the bottom, and you can actually date it, I think, by whatever color the stamp is.
I'm sure someone more clever than I could do that.
More clever than me, too. Patty Rose, it's coming to you for 15. Thank you so much, Patty. And Karen G, thank you so much for being our official Mod and Bid Ender tonight. We couldn't do it without you, and our 2 backups, Holly and of course Deanna, Northwest Sunshine. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for spending your Monday with us. We hope you're having a good time. Hopefully you're scoring some fun vintage to add to your collections, and we're just trying to set you off at the right pace for a fun week. So thank you guys. $15 choice, and you guys know that I bought a collection of mottos, and I'm running a little low. So I have 2 mottos to offer you. If you guys are not familiar with what mottos are, well, I think you guys know what they are, but they were very popular in the 1920s. Of course, it was a phrase. It was a saying. This was the precursor to Hallmark and greeting cards. It was complimentary. It was the standard in the 20s, the pre-20s into the 20s and the early 30s to give a motto to someone as a gift, whether it be a birthday, whether it be a housewarming. So they're kind of sweet, and they fell out of fashion, but they're starting to come back in popularity. So I have 2 that are non-mother. You see the mother, the father, the daughter ones all day long. I have 2 that are non-mother. So it's $15 choice. This is your first one right here. So this one I'm calling the Rock, which that's what it's all about. So you have this fella just laying here, and these usually are lithographs, and they usually use some kind of like gold gilding. There's not so much gold on this one, but there is some silver gilding on the next one I'm going to show you. So you have this fella here, which I think would look great, for fall, because you can tell the leaves are coming down. So this would be great. It is in its original, a wooden frame. You can see it has all those great deco kind of Nouveau details all the way around it. It is a wooden frame. It does have a glass piece on it. So You can see all these details, and then I will read it to you here. So these are from the 1920s. On the back, it is original, and it does have its little hanger right there so you can hang it. Before I tell you guys what it says, it measures 7.5 by 6.5. So this is your first one to choose from, and this one says, I wish I was a little rock, sitting on a hill doing nothing all the day, but just sitting still. I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't even wash. I just sit still 1,000 years and rest myself, bagosh. So I kind of love that. I think it's very, very neat. I have to clean that off. That wasn't a price tag, but there was a little sticker on there, so that will wash off. So this is your first cute little choice. I think this is a great little motto to just hang up on your wall, maybe read every day. But please make sure you wash. Don't listen to what they say about the washing part. So this is your second choice here. It still even has its original back on it. It has this little sticker on it. It's very hard to see. I think it says that it was framed in New York City because it has the Statue of Liberty on it, but the embossing is a little faint. So it is hard to see, but that's what I believe it says. It has its original little hook on it. So this one is from the 1920s as well. And this one measures about 6.5 by about 9.5. So 6 by about 9.5. I want to get that glare off of it. So this one here is a sweet little motto about a smile. So this one has some of the silver gilding in it here. It has this very Deco Nouveau 1920s look to it with those flowers, that little house up on the hill. You can even see some of the birds flying off there in the distance. And this one is the worth of a smile. And this one reads, now this one, the font's a little smaller, but it says the worth of a smile. Never cherish the worries that meet you each day, for the better you treat them, the longer they'll stray. Just put them aside with a smile or a song. Find something much better. We'll hurry along. So it's the worth of a smile. Never cherish the worries that meet you each day. For the better you treat them, the longer they'll stay. Which means, if you cherish those bad words, they're going to hang around longer. So just put them aside with a smile and a song. Find something much better. We'll hurry along. So I think if you guys are having like a rough time in your life or you're having a down day, I would definitely put that somewhere where you guys could read it each day. That is blue. Sorry for the glare. I'm doing my best to get the glare off. Very good condition. Again, original frame from the 1920s and the original glass on it. So that was your second choice. Patty's in at 17. I see Janet in at 20. So that was your second choice. Again, the mottos were very popular in the 1920s, and then they kind of, faded away into the 1930s. So the ones that bring the most value is if you can find some of the ones that are signed by either the author or by the print company. These are not, so I'm not sure who manufactured these. So thank you all for the bids. I see Patty in at 21, Jana's in at 22, Patty's in at 25. That was your second choice. And then again, this little cute one right here, I'll read it again really quick. I think this is great if you guys know somebody who likes to maybe go hunting, likes to hang out with their bare feet. Look at those feet. You can see his little tin can right there. Or somebody that just likes that needs to take a break. So again, this one says, I wish I was a little rock, sitting on a hill, doing nothing all the day, but just a sitting still. I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't even wash. I just sit 1,000 years and rest myself, bagosh. So we're going to go ahead and count these down. Again, like I said, it is on choice. Patty's in at 25. We're looking for 26 or more. They're great for gallery walls. They're just good, period. And they make great Christmas gifts. So we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm hoping that folks get to see these, and I hope it makes more interest in these. I love when folks come and buy these at the store, especially give them as gifts. They're just so sweet, and they're almost really unique right now because you don't find a lot of them. And if you do, I'm sure, Laura, you guys know from the store, you find a lot of the mom and daughter, and they're great, but these are really...
Those are very sweet. I haven't seen one of those.
No, and these are a little harder to find. So
Yeah.
Patty at 25. This one we're going to call Rock. The little fella just sitting there with his hound dog. So that one we're going to call Rock. And then the other one, we'll call this one Smile. So it's Smile or Rock. and you can pick one or two, whichever ones you want. Patty, Jana, you'll have backup. So, guys, if we can just wait for me to hear from Patty. All right, Patty, congratulations. They're both yours. All right, Bill.
$24, Jason. And did you say gallery wall?
Yes, I did.
I'm on my never-ending trek of trying to get people to have floral garden-themed gallery walls. And today I have this gorgeous flower crewel, this sort of bouquet. And it's a big one, but there is no glass, so it's going to be super easy to ship. And of course, you could put glass in it if you're interested. It was a homemade job, just so you can see, but it does still have a hanger on the top, and they use the window glazer points to put it on the mount. So it is amazing. So it is on a canvas, and you can see it's like a cream colored canvas. There are areas where it has slightly discolored over time. I just like people to know about that. But if you've heard me recently, let me just tell you the size. 13.5 inches across and 16 inches in this wooden frame. The only condition issue on the frame is a little bit of scuff right there. But if you've heard me recently, because I love these so much, I started taking up embroidery myself. So this is impressive because of the sheer number of different types of stitches on it. If you look at it from this angle, you see that there are layered stitching where they actually put 2 or 3 layers of the wool yarn on top of one another, like this leaf. This leaf is 3 layers deep, so it gives you a real sense of dimension. Do you see that from the side? Mm-hmm. And the other really interesting thing is the French knots. Some of them are double and some of them are triple, just to give you a sense of the ones that are closer to the arrangement are larger, and then they get smaller on the outside. But here is the amazing stitch. I don't even know this one. I don't know what it's called. Let me find it. Look at this little flourish up here. It's like this two-toned sort of I don't know, leaf or something with the blue on the inside and the green stitching on the outside. I think that's just so lovely.
And Bill, did you drop some knowledge and call those French knots?
Jason, I know some things.
I'm just amazed. Like
he's doing the French knots himself, Jason.
Bam!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I'm watching YouTube videos to learn all of this. I know the straight stitch, the chain stitch, the cross stitch, the French knot.
Man. God, you're throwing stitch signs to all of us. Honestly, like it's crazy.
Man, I did some of that when I was little, but it's too tedious for me. I was just going to say, I bet you wouldn't sell something that you did yourself for $37, Bill.
It's true.
It's a lot of work.
Would it be worth it?
Yeah. I just want to point out how much work is in those.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing. It's just amazing how much work, especially these larger ones. And actually, the modern ones, you can't find ones this big unless you go on Etsy. There are artisans who make kits, but like the commercial kits are all tiny. They're all meant to go in these little embroidery hoops. They literally take you an evening. My niece and I had a stitching contest when she was here over the summer. We both bought the same kit and tried to see who could finish it more quickly. I was like done with 1 flower and she was done with the whole thing because they're so tiny.
And Bill, before you count that down, I want to say hello to Shannon, who is also a Libra. Happy birthday. And Bill, just hold on for a second because we want to wish Shannon a happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Shannon.
We're low budget. You can have the Bill one, or now you can have the Jason and Laura happy birthday. So happy birthday, Shannon, from all of us and many, many more. So happy birthday.
A 4-foot long one? Holy cow.
Oh, my.
That's why I think we love these so much, because they went out of fashion and now you can't find the kits. You can't make your own. So I'm just going to do a close-up on this amazing part of it, just because of all the different stitches you see in this section while I count it down. So we're looking for
French knots.
The French knot, the satin stitch, the chain stitch, the straight stitch. I know a lot of them. I don't know them all. All right. We're looking for 38 or more. Thanks, everyone, for your bids. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. When it's actually my birthday, it's not even going to feel special anymore.
Oh, Bill.
It's not, Jason.
And Laura, just so you know, it's going to be the Jason Laura happy birthday for a long time until it's somebody else. So you'll be tuning in a month from now, be seeing us giving the Laura and Jason happy birthday. So.
Okay, thank you, Karen. I see your bid end. Karen, Chasing Vintage, I'm sorry, your just in case came in right after. Jana had a just in case of 45. Annie had a 38. So Jana, this lovely piece is yours for $39. Congratulations.
So good. All right, ladies.
Great price. That's awesome.
That was a beautiful piece. I also have a large piece of crewel on my wall at home that I just am in love with. So I think that's just like the perfect thing to collect to go with the 70s, that end of the mid-century vibe.
Agreed.
So our next item is going to start at 16, and I have a pair of breadsticks. Except they're not breadsticks; they're little wiener dogs. Look,
they are adorable.
And not only are they wiener dogs, but they're salt and pepper. So the little shakers come out of their heads. And
did you tell Jason what you wanted to start those at?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
16.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
They don't have their stoppers, unfortunately, but that's an easy fix. But look, look at their little ears.
I love them. He looks like he's tripping on his ears now. And I actually thought they were breadsticks for a minute. I thought we were going to Pizza Hut getting some breadsticks.
You can fool all your friends. You can be like, look, do you want a breadstick? I'm just kidding. It's pepper. Cool.
These tall boy long neck salt and pepper shakers are like a dream collection for me. I can't have more collections, but this would be one of them. I've seen so many awesome ones over the years.
So I believe that these are Victoria ceramics. You guys can correct me in the comments if you think that that's not correct.
No, I tried to find them, and they do make some like that. They're just, these aren't marked anywhere, so I'm not positive. Amy might know.
I think you guys are pretty doggone spot on. We have a few of these in our collection. Pardon the pun, doggone right on. Mary Beth picked up on it. She got it.
Yeah, he's not going to let you beat him, Mary Beth.
Yeah.
We do not have any lady head vases.
I do not either.
No, not tonight.
There is a $15 bid from Antiques for You, Mary Beth.
Awesome.
I was just going to say, how many holes are in each one of the heads on those?
2 and 3.
Okay. Because I was going to say that ceramic company was very good at having different holes in each head for a salt and for a pepper. Okay.
Yes. So you can tell them apart. You'll just have to put you some little stoppers in there. But those, I mean, can you just imagine like these being on your counter and being like, oh, I need to salt my stuff and using these for real? I think that would be so much fun. I mean, when your friends come over and they're like, can you pass the salt? And you're like,
I know.
You would be the most fun person on your block for real.
Agreed.
All right, let's count it down.
Yeah, when you think about it, what do you use anymore around your house than a salt shaker?
Yeah.
If you really want to enjoy something, you should get a nice salt shaker.
I use a ghost and cat salt and pepper all year round. Like they don't just come out for Halloween, they're all the time.
Well, I know it because it used to be the mouse and the cheese. And then I bought you from D, Thrill of the Thrift, I bought you a mouse and a cheese, but you can't let go of the replacement ghost and cat now.
I know. I can't get over it. All right, here you go. So we're going to count down the breadsticks. I mean the pound dogs. So here we go.
So good.
15, 14, 13.
Pause. Hi, Connie. I just wanted to say hi to Connie. Connie's trying to talk to us all in caps.
Hi, Connie.
We met her on our trip.
We did.
Good to see you, Connie. Welcome in.
All right, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
And as we wait for the bid end to come in, Jamie Grafton, I see it's your birthday as well. So happy birthday. You get a little happy birthday, Bill, and you get a little happy birthday, Jason and Laura. So thank you and happy another Libra in the house, another Libra. So we had some bids come in. We had an 18, a 20, and an Antiques for You, and then the bid end. So Lori, It's going to you, Miss Lori Galloway. Antiques for you, $21.
Thanks so much.
Yes. All right. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you are not subscribed to Fatbird Finds, please do so. The link to their channel is down below. If for some reason you don't know, it's the hangout place every single Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, flipping and sipping. So make sure you head on over there. We are all normally in the chat hanging out too. So please head on over there this Friday. Please make sure you subscribe to Garden Guy Bill as well. His link is down below, and he's putting out lots of great content. So I hear maybe even some haul videos from Springfield are going to be coming up soon. That's kind of what I hear. So, okay. All right. So in honor of Laura and Mary Beth, I brought some uranium glass. So it's going to start at $15 choice, and I have 2 uranium baskets, okay? I have 2 different sizes. This is your smaller one. There's no major issues with these, but there is a little bit of mold roughness right here on the side of this one. So you can rub your hand on it. They're not chips. This is molded glass, but they did then apply, to my knowledge, they applied these handles. So I know the bottom part is molded, but then I believe then the top was a molded piece then was applied to it. So there were 2 pieces put together. So I know baskets we got, we all think, Eastern things. I thought, how great would these be because they glow, to put little scary things in them and put them out for Halloween. Like if you guys had those little black, maybe spiders, fill it with spiders, maybe eyeballs, all sorts of Halloween goodness in there. But this is your first one. It's just $15. It is 1930s Depression glass. I'm not sure the manufacturer. There's no mark on it. Could be anything from Anchor Hocking to all sorts of other glass companies. It is great for your Halloween display, and they do glow. So if you're looking for an eerie kind of glow, especially with Halloween, these baskets are great. And I don't find a lot of uranium baskets anymore. So this is a small one. This one measures just about 8 inches tall. So 8 inches tall, and it is about 5 inches across. So again, with some of this depression glass, you might find straw marks. You might find some imperfections. It was all part of the process for these, but overall, these both are in very, very good condition. Just some mold roughness here to the side. So there is your first choice. That's your smaller one. Then I do have one that is just a tish larger. Let me hold them even so you can see. So the other one, we'll call it the larger one, is just an inch taller. So it's about 9 inches tall, and it's about 6 inches wide. So the other one, the first one was 8 by 5. This one is 9 by 6. So this one does not have any mold roughness around the side. There are no chips, no cracks. A lot of times these handles were prone to get damaged, and folks would glue them back together or, do something to keep them. So they're great to use all year long, especially at Christmas. I was thinking, for Halloween, thank you, Glowy Girl, putting some different things in that you wanted to glow. So like, let me give you an example. If you drop this down in there and you had that in there, you could still see it even though it's glowing. So you can see what's inside. So if you guys maybe put some little, plastic pumpkins in, heck, you could even put one of those in and light it up because that fit beautifully in there, and just light it up or leave it out, all year round. So thank you all for the bids. We got Dave in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. Again, they are Depression era. I believe they're made by the same manufacturer, although there was a lot of different companies that made Depression glass. And since we don't have a mark, I can't really tell you. We could speculate. There are some straw marks in them, but other than that, really good condition. If there's any issue, it's just mold roughness because these were made, really quick, very cheaply. They weren't meant to still be here, which is what I think is even better. And we love some good uranium glass that glows. So let's count it down. We're looking for 17 or more. And again, let me just show you. They do both glow. So there's that one. And then I'll show you the smaller one. Very similar in all of the sculpt on the base, kind of these panels. And then it has kind of this lace, faux lace kind of handle. So 17 or more, let's count them down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. Top bidder can take 1 or 2. So we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We got Michael in at 19. Thank you, Michael, so much. So we're looking for 19 or more, and it's going to be on choice. You just let me know if you want the large or the small, and you can take both. I thought they both would pair well together. So I see you're 19. I see Glowy Girls just in case. Thank you so much, Glowy Girl. We had Jamie at the last minute with 20 at the bid end. So Jamie's in at 20. Glowy Girls in at 21 with the just in case. Glowy, let me know if you want the large one or the small one, or if you're starting a collection and you'd like them both, you can have both. Or if you just want the large one or the small one. And then Jamie will have backup if Glowy only takes one. So we'll just wait a minute to see what Glowy wants. You can take the large or the small, and the large again, while we wait a moment, is 9x6, and the small is 8x5. In case you guys are trying to do a small one, got you, Glowy, for the small one. Thank you so much. And then let me highlight Jamie. Thank you so much, Jamie. So you could have the larger one at 20. So I will watch the chat. Jamie, if you pass, it's going to go back to JDA, and then we'll be back to Michael. So if you guys can just watch the chat with me, guys. I'm just waiting to hear from Jamie. Jamie, you could have the large one at 20. And if you pass, then we'll be back to JDA. And I will. All right, Jamie. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Bill.
So, Jason, we're all learning something tonight. You learned about what a French knot is, and I learned that when something is a tish larger than something else, that's an inch.
It is.
A tish is an inch. I'm going to note that.
Yes, it is.
I have some glass too for this round, and it's going to start at $38 if anyone's interested. I brought some Viking as well. I have something I haven't ever had before. It is the Viking Blue Neek Epic Drape with the trefoil or the 3-foot base. It is glorious. It is so gorgeous. It's 9.5 inches tall. And the open dish, when you take the lid off, is 5 inches across. Look at that optic when you see that. It's just so gorgeous. So this is from the Epic Drape line. So they always have and they make swung bases in this line and other pieces as well. They always have the 3 drapes that go around the outside with this really great sort of raised detail. This one also has something that many swung bases also have, which is the trefoil or the 3-toed, and it has the thumbprint indented on the top of it. So it's got a lot going for it. Just a really beautiful piece of glass, and it is in the gorgeous Blue Neek. I mean, Blue Neek really, it can claim the word unique, because I don't know any other blue glass that looks quite as interesting as this Blue Neek from Viking. Has the gorgeous little finial on top. There are no condition issues with this piece. It's just really, really good. And if you notice, you even see the Epic Drape on the top, and it goes in the opposite direction.
So good.
So pretty.
Bill, where did you? I'm going to stop asking. All I can tell is that I have not seen one of these in a good long time, and you're finding some epic Viking up there in Jersey, man. Some good stuff.
Not in Jersey, Jason. I was in Saskatchewan when I found this. Don't come to New Jersey. Don't come to New Jersey for vintage. We don't have any good vintage. Dave knows we don't have any good vintage in New Jersey.
Right. Sure, Bill. Sure. Okay, Bill.
I don't know if I told you all what the height is. Maybe I did, but I'll just repeat it. It's 9.5 inches tall. And if you haven't owned Viking before, it's a nice thick glass. Really, really nice thick glass. But just sparkles in the light. So beautiful. Thank you all for your interest. Yes, Dee. All the Jersey people in the room are like, no, don't come to New Jersey. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. Dave is in at 45. Now Dee is in at 55. So right now we're looking for 56 or more. Active bidders may use just in case. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
God, I love that blue. I think it's such a good blue.
It looks like it may be staying in New Jersey. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Oh, this is a nail biter.
To the end.
Okay, so there is the bid end. So Lori had a bid of 58. Steele came in with a just in case of 62. Lori came back in with a bid of 63. So Lori, this is not staying in New Jersey, and it's coming to you. Congratulations.
You got it. All right there, ladies.
That is beautiful.
I love that.
Here's my problem, Mary Beth. I want all the Viking that is blue like that, and all the Viking that is orange, like persimmon orange.
Yeah.
Because of obvious reasons.
Right.
But I just don't know what to collect. Like, I don't know what, I can't collect all of it.
All of it.
That when you show me a piece of that blue or the orange, I just want it immediately.
I know.
It's hard to put my blue and orange together. I think it looks like such a good combination.
It's beautiful back there behind Bill. Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Quintessential mid-century, those colors. They're quintessential mid-century colors.
I've got to get on that.
Yes.
Everyone votes for collecting it all.
This is going to start at 18. So this is a piece of Fenton. This is a newer piece of Fenton. And the reason that I know that is because of the stamp on the bottom. So newer pieces of Fenton have this sort of vertical oval F in the stamp. Older Fenton will have the whole word Fenton written out in the stamp, but here we have just the F. So this is a gorgeous pink basket. I love this. This is so pretty.
I think it's got a really pretty color to it.
Yeah. The bottom has this lovely little starburst happening. And this has got a nice weight to it. Even though it's a newer piece of Fenton, it has that pink depression feel, like look to it.
Dave wants to know if that glows.
It does not. I tried.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I figure you would just be like.
I did try, and it does not.
It definitely has that depression glass look to it. The handle, it looks ribbed from here. That looks like classic depression glass to me. So pretty.
Yeah.
Almost like a tree trunk or a brand.
Yeah, it definitely has that depression look to it.
Oh, you had it just at the perfect angle.
Did
Look at that color.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it really picks up that color like that.
Yeah, this is lovely. And it's got a nice weight to it. It's really chunky at the bottom.
We know you meant 22, Trina. Don't worry.
Yeah. You're good, Trina. Thank you all for your bids very much. I don't see any issues with this piece. There may be a straw mark or two, but I mean, what piece of glass doesn't have a straw mark? But now then I can't find it. I thought I saw one earlier, but it's in really, really excellent condition. All right. I'm sorry, Bill.
I was going to say, I think Fenton did a great job with their pink. And I was going to say that would look really good with some silver Christmas balls in it at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jason, that would be awesome. I would love that. All right. I'm going to start the countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Love that pink. That pink's so good.
Yes.
So pretty.
I am just a sucker for the pink glass, like the depression glass stuff. I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Absolutely.
You really do love pink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a pink girl.
Yeah, I just think that's funny. I think that's funny every time you say it, but you really do.
I'm not a girly girl, but there's just something about this super light pink glass that's just so attractive.
All right. So JDA had a 30, but then Lisa Green had a 45. So for 31, Lisa, you're adding another great piece of Fenton to your collection. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, everybody, for your bids. Lisa, good to see you. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Karen Gillette, for being our official mod and bid ender. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to switch gears from glass from a moment. $15 choice. I'm going to bring something different. So I'm going to bring something kitschy, something fun. I have a choice of marionettes. So they're in very good condition. This is your first one. I'm going to hold him up here. He is in, like I said, very good condition. He is probably from the 1950s or 60s. He is marked Japan. This first one I'm showing you is Pinocchio. So let me hold the strings down. I'll show you right here on the top. It is marked Japan. So again, you know, I'm thinking the holidays with youngsters at the house, these would be fun to play with. I know some folks collect marionettes. So he has a corduroy body. His body is predominantly made of wood. His hands are porcelain. So Holly, thank you. I see you at 15. His hands are porcelain. So the hands are porcelain. And the face is porcelain as well. So very good condition. Hand painted, made in Japan. Look at those eyes. He almost kind of looks like a pixie. When I picked him up, I thought of Bill right away. And I thought, I'm going to save this little guy because I thought he's got a pixie look about him. But the more research I did, he's definitely Pinocchio. So he measures about 10 inches tall. When he's completely straight, he's 10 inches tall. All of his nylon strings are in very good condition and are actually color coordinated so that you can tell which are the feet, which are the arms. So when you're playing with it, and then of course there's a little hook. So when you're not using him, then you can hang him up so that the strings do not get twisted. So I will make sure that when it gets shipped, it gets twisted around so you won't have a heck of a time getting it all undone. But all the joints are in very good condition. He's in super good condition. So he is going to be your first choice. The other one that we have that I did not preview, and I did not take it apart, meaning I did not take the wires apart, is I have this cute little bear. So your other little choice is a little bear fella. So you can have two to put on a little puppet show. He's wearing these cute little corduroy overalls with these little buttons. And again, the face is porcelain. He has this cute little hat, this little beanie hat with a little like felt bow on the top. He is made in Japan as well. I saw it somewhere. Yep, it's stamped right there, Japan on top. So he is your second choice. Cute little corduroy body. He has this little, it's like a gingham almost pattern. I think that's what they call it. Pink little top on him, and both of these little fellas have these little wooden shoes that are painted like those 1930s style like zoot suit shoes. You know what I mean? That they're all wearing. So each one has the shoes, and the little bear measures just about 9 inches tall. So I just thought these would be really fun. Oh, I'm all fuzzy. Thought these would be super fun, something unique. You could even just display them. I was even thinking, I know at Christmas time, I can find almost anything to relate to Christmas. How great would these look if you put them under the Christmas tree? Like I like to put like old toys under the tree, kind of stage it as if they were all unwrapped. So I thought these little guys would be great heading into Christmas time. So thank you, Holly. I saw your 15. So it's going to be choice on the bear. I remember watching some of the repeats of the Mickey Mouse Club too, Dawn, when they used these. And then some of like the Ed Sullivan Show. Remember when they would do it too? And then some of the other morning shows, all these cute little marionettes. And both of them have porcelain hands. The bodies are wood. So that's all wood. But then the faces are porcelain. So they're hand-painted porcelain. So that was your second choice. And I will grab Pinocchio, and then we will do a countdown. So we are looking for 16 or more. We are doing just in case if you are an active bidder. So let me hold him up here like this so he doesn't get too tangled. You're exactly right. The Ed Sullivan Show. All right, buddy, it's your moment. Let's count it down. We'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm not doing the poor guy justice. He looks all knotted up and hung up, but the strings are too long for me to hold him right, but he is fun to play with. So he'll give you hours of enjoyment, won't he? Some people could say he's kind of creepy, but I think he's kind of cute. He is a real boy, Holly. He is a real boy. So we're just waiting on that bid end. There it is. All right, Holly, let me know. Did you just want Mr. Pinocchio, who's a real boy, or did you want to add his bear friend to it as well? So I will watch the chat, and Holly, you can have Pinocchio. All right. All yours. We'll bring the bear back in the recap. All right, Mr. Bill.
$24, Jason. I'm actually bringing something a little unusual for me as well because I found these and I love them. I have a set of mid-century looking Yugoslavian enamelware sauté pans, which I just love the graphic nature of these. There are 3 sauté pans. They are in really great condition. And they are made by a company called Celje, C-E-L-J-E, from the former Yugoslavia. Again, they're in great condition. You will maybe see little areas, and these were meant to be sauté pans. I don't know if I said that. You may see little areas of missing enamel. You can see a piece up here. This piece is the only one that looks like maybe it held food at some point. There is a little bit of patina on the bottom, and I think it's picking it up in my light right now. But this is the blue is the 6-inch saute pan. And I thought if people were really going for a mid-century look, either in their kitchen or as a display piece, this is just a really graphic sort of set. 7.5 inches on the medium-sized yellow ones. It doesn't look like they've ever touched a stovetop. But again, there are little areas of the enamel where there's little pieces missing. And the large one, the red one, is 10 inches from side to side. Really, really large, but really fun. And I don't know, for those of you who saw my preview, I actually displayed them in a plate rack. Actually, it had to be larger than a plate rack. It was a recipe rack. I think they look so cool just standing up in a rack with these sort of very primary graphic colors. I was
going to say, these are great primary colors, Bill. Imagine having this in your kitchen next to your Pyrex primary bowl set.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
So good. And then if you could find like a canister set that was in primary colors, or, measuring cups in primary colors, it's really, really good in a kitchen. Looks so good.
Agree. It's gorgeous. And if anyone was interested, I can send this. It's not a vintage recipe book rack, but I just think it's perfect for this set if anyone was interested. But I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I found this, the colors just really sort of drew me in. And, the different sizes, they're like perfectly sized when you stack them on top of one another. You just get the same sense of dimension all the way around, all the different colors. It's almost like if the middle were green, it almost looked like a stoplight,
Correct me if I'm wrong. Some of these saucepans can actually go stove to table if you have a trivet. Yeah. So like if you make some roux or you make some different things with the holidays coming up and you need to serve them directly to the table, these are so great to use. And then they actually stay warm. And if you have a little warmer, these are perfect with the holiday season coming up.
Yeah, I also think they're great for cold food too, if you wanted to use them for food, because these are food safe. That's what they were meant to do. I'm not sure I'd actually want to cook with these. These are older, so I think they're just lovely the way they are. I mean, even the backs of them are in really good condition, very little wear.
That's what I was thinking of. They go great with your the Dansk sets. Those enameled casserole dishes. So good.
I was totally thinking the same thing you were, though, Jason, for a Pyrex collector, or for someone else who had a big kitchen display. These colors are just so good. But Agreed. We can bring them back at the recap to see if anyone is interested then.
Okay. They're amazing. All right. I'm going to move real slow for that lag. Okay. Wait. We got a bid. Bill. Coming in here. Hold on. Hot off the press. There we go.
Thank you, Donna. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown if anyone else is interested. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
We got a bad lag tonight, guys, so bear with us. Sorry about that. And yeah, Deanna, people swear by their Dansk. If some people cook in those, that's all they'll cook in. They swear by them.
I kind of feel like they're too nice to cook in. Okay. Thank you, Donna. These are coming to you, Jason. Can you just throw my email up there?
Hold on 1 second. There you go.
For Donna, all you need to do is email me at that email. You can take a screenshot, your username, your real name, your address, and your email address, and I'll send you an invoice. And when you're emailing me, you can also let me know if you would like me to send the rack along. It does add a little bit of weight and bulk to the package, so that's up to you.
All right. And Donna, congratulations on your first purchase from Garden Guy Bill.
All right, guys. So our next item is going to be a $60 start. 60.
Can I say something before?
You always have to say something. What is it?
Well, I was just gonna ask people to watch the podcast.
Oh.
I was just gonna show a picture of the thumbnail for the podcast that's out tonight at 5:00.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, just before everybody starts to filter out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
people have things to do.
Yeah. Well, hurry up.
Well, if you hadn't made me laugh at you, I would have been done by now. Okay. So we have started the podcast up, and we have a favorite show, Mary Beth's favorite show.
I know who that is.
I think is Mad Men, and it's
I love that show.
we thought it would be fun because we love the show so much and because it's set in mid-century America, so to speak. And there's lots of sets and lots of interesting things that happen that relate to the stuff that we collect, yeah, and sell. So anyway, it's super fun. We're a lot better than what I'm doing right now. I was kind of impromptu there.
I feel like Gina might be behind.
Poor Gina is lagging behind. And if you guys are new to Mad Men, y'all missed an epic series. But let me tell you, if you want to start it, you need to go start from the beginning with Laura Mary Beth. Follow it through, watch it with them because they're giving it a pizzazz that if it's new to you, it's a whole novelty. So you need to enjoy it and head on over to Fatbird Finds and check out those podcasts with them because they're really fun. And it's fun to relive it too, because I've been listening to a few of them.
It really is. It's just a lot of fun, and it's fun. You can read the chat, and people have. I think Jamie Mid-Century Wasted is having a lot of fun with the commentary as well, and Wendy Whitehouse Vintage loves it as well. So yeah. Just join us.
Good plug there, Laura.
Thanks.
All right, so here's our next item starting at $60. I have a uranium cookies canister. So I love these, you guys, and these are hard to find. I will let you know, I do not think this is the original lid, but it is functional. So this is like 7.5 inches tall, almost 8. And it just has a gorgeous glow to it as well. And I'll be honest, I think that the original lid that came on these was sort of a silverish green or something, but I really like the red with it. They're what am I trying to say? Complementary colors. And so I just feel like that kind of pops.
Cute at Christmas time.
It would
be. To do that. And I think that you can, if red's not your thing, you can always use it without the lid or get a different lid or something like that. But I think it's cute.
These are really hard to find the decal still on intact that's readable. This one, as you can see, is a little bit worn, but still very legible and in decent condition, in my opinion. If this was in perfect condition with the original lid, I think this would go for around $100. But since it does not have the original lid and since the decal is a little bit worn, we are going to start it at this lower price of $60.
I have a red kitchen. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. What an amazing Christmas gift for somebody who loves vintage kitchen. If you filled that with like goodies to bake cookies and then gave it to them, or filled it with cookies and gave it to them, that would be an amazing Christmas gift. And
awesome.
You guys are right. If you don't like the color of the lid, you get yourself a little spray paint. You could make that any color you want to match your kitchen. And
it's true.
You're right. The label on there is just, it's amazing. And the cookie jar is the hardest one to find in the canister set.
Yes. So the lid is very functional. It fits on there just fine. Sorry, I know that's probably pretty loud, but there's no chips or cracks, no issues here with the top.
I can do the glow for you.
Sure.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, that glow is so good.
So it's in very good condition to be as old as it is. Again, like Jason said, these are really hard to find, especially in the condition that it's in. I'm running my fingers around here. I feel no issues at all.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
That would be the center of somebody's glow collection. Do you know what I mean? If somebody had that in their glow collection, it's, yeah.
Jason,
good.
I got it. Yep.
Oh, bless her heart. She put for the canister in there so we would know that she knows what's happening.
Thanks, Gina. All right, Gina. Oh, I'm going to start counting it down, Gina. So here we go for the cookies canister. Thank you all so much. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I think it's kind of heavy.
Well,
They are. They're no joke. And actually, you could use that for so many things. Speaking of the coffee, you can even throw your K-cups in that, spin it around and use it for other things.
That's a good idea.
Because the opening is large.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There's the bid end. So Leanne got in there before the bid end. So it's coming to you for 65. Congratulations.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks, everybody, for your bids. Gina, I'm sorry. It came in right after the bid end.
So sorry. And guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Thank you, Deanna Northwest Sunshine, for being our backup, along with Holly Parker. Thank you guys so much. And gang, don't forget, next Monday night, 8 p.m. and Amy is going to be joining myself and Bill because we'll be moving the show with Misty back 1 week. So it'll be Amy and us next week, and then Misty will be with us for our quad the second Monday in October. Misty has other obligations, so we're going to move it back one more week. So my last round of glass, it's going to be $25 choice. $25 choice on the Fenton vases. These are probably two of my favorite colors by Fenton to pair together for autumn. So these are getting a little harder. They're getting a little more expensive to source to bring at a lower price. So they are starting at $25. They're both in very good condition. They are larger ones. So if you are collecting these size-wise, these are two larger ones that you could add to your collection. Like I said, this one has the original Fenton sticker on it. No chips, no cracks. This one comes in at 10 inches tall. Now this one, like we were talking about Fenton, this one has a very, it almost looks like an ear now that I'm looking at it, but it's a very atomic style mouth on it. Again, very boomerang look if you look at it. Fenton didn't do like a lot of these mouths. The next one I show you is a very traditional Fenton mouth. So that's probably one of the most unique aspects of this one. And this one is in their honey amber. So again, you do have an older Fenton label still attached to it. It is in the hobnail. Again, no chips, no cracks. Some of these do have the Fenton on the bottom. This one does, but they still use stickers, for a couple years for these. So you can see the embossing of the Fenton. So 25, that's your first choice. There's no haze to it, no sickness to it, no issues at all. So this one comes in at 10 inches tall. So that's 10 inches tall. Bill, your milk glass one, was that one a 10-inch tall one? Is that what yours was too? The one you just showed?
It was 8.
8, okay. Because I was going to say, once you get into the 9 and above, they're a little, Fenton didn't seem to do a lot of these in anything higher than an 8 or a 9. So when you get into the 10 and the 11, it's a little more difficult to find. If you're trying to do a rainbow or you're trying to do, a pyramid of height, these will be a good height for you. So that's your first one. Then my favorite green for this time of the year is the colonial green. This one has the more traditional mouth that Fenton usually used for them. Again, this one does not have the Fenton embossing, but you can tell that they're pretty much the same sculpts that they used. This one is a little harder to find in the aspect that it's 11 inches. So this one is an 11-inch one. Thank you, Nikki. Then we have JDA back at 28. So this one is a little more unique in the aspect that it is 11 inches. I don't find a lot of these ones at 11. Like I said, usually they're under 10 for most of them. So that's going to be your second choice. No chips, no cracks. You can even see that there's no sickness to it. When I say sickness, there's no hard water damage at all to it. So these are my two favorite colors. I've actually been holding on to these since the spring because I think they look so good together for fall. So if you don't have a vase collection, but you were looking for something to decorate with, I thought these would pair well together. Look at those two gorgeous colors. Really good for your fall. Very warm, very soft. So I see everybody's bids. We're going to do a countdown. It is going to be on choice. So we have JDA back at 31. We're looking for 32 or more. Let's count it down. It's on choice. Top bidder can take 1 or 2. So we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These were prone to get chips on the hobnails. Sometimes there are no chips on any of them. Thank you all for the bids. So we had Michael in at 33. Then we had Nikki in at the first 35. We had Nikki with a just in case. Michael with a 37. Thank you guys so much. We're just waiting on that bid end. We got JDA in at 41. And remember, guys, it is on choice. It'll be high bidder choice. There is the bid end. Thank you guys for the bid. So it looks like with the 41, we got Nikki in at 42. So at 42, Nikki, let me know
Those look so good together.
They really do.
I know. Like I said, you guys, I found these at separate times in the spring, and I just kept pushing them to the back of the shelf. Gotcha, Nikki. I thought
thank God. I was sitting thinking, I was like, those need to go together.
I know. And they've been together since the spring, and I'm so happy they're staying together. Nikki, congrats. They're both yours. All right, Bill.
All right, Jason, $24, and I have another piece of glass, my final piece of glass for today. It's also Fenton, but it's not like anything else we've seen tonight. I have this little nugget here. He is a Fenton, or she. They are a Fenton glass mouse, hand-painted with author signature or artist signature on the bottom. This was painted by Beth T. And the Fenton mark right there on its booty, right here. And I don't know if you guys all saw when we were in Springfield, did you see the one vendor inside one of the buildings that had probably 60 of these Fenton mice? I had no idea. There are opalescent ones. There are clear in all different colors. This is one of the satin finished ones. And I like this one because it looks so realistic. But there are some that glow. There are some that sparkle. Fenton just made a ton of these mice in a lot of different colors, and I had no idea till I saw them.
I've never even seen one.
No, it was in one of the buildings. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh!
Look at this little tooth too. It's so cute. Let's get a close up on this face because the hand painting is really good. I mean, the little white speckle in the eye to give it some dimension. Little flourishes in the ear. The ear's painted pink, and then the little yeah, it's so cute, so cute. And the tail is actually sculpted right into it, curls back up onto his hand. And again, as I said, hand painted by Beth T. And it's a satin finish. And you know, these satin finishes tend to get really, really scruffy over time when they're not well taken care of. And this one is in good condition. There is some variation in the tan paint color on the back you see here. And that's actually because you're seeing the painting coming through the side or through the front there. But just really gorgeous. And he's just a nugget. He is 2.75 inches tall. What a cutie is this.
And what I love about these is you can collect them in all different colors. Like Bill was saying, if y'all ever find the Christmas mice, they used to put the frit on it, and you pair like him as your fall mouse with a Christmas. Like you could do one for each holiday. This guy is so good for fall.
Yeah, I love these. And I was so impressed when I saw that because I had this for a while. I didn't know there were so many other variations. Such a cutie. And he does look a bit like Jerry from Tom and Jerry. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for your bids. Right now, Pamela is the high bid at $38. Active bidders can use it just in case if you're interested. I'm going to count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
He does look like 502. And could you put a little bow on him for Christmas, like a little red bow?
You could dress this up for all the seasons. You could put a little heart around its neck for Valentine's Day. Yeah. So there is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. Pamela, your just in case came in right after our bid end. Michael had the high bid right before the bid end with 40. So congratulations, Michael. This little dude is coming to you.
Adorable. All right, ladies.
So cute. That's the other thing I want to collect.
Collect everything.
I know.
That would be an expensive collection because some of them were hundreds of dollars.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
So cute.
Okay, so our next little friend is going to start at $14. So this actually came with our deer Palooza items, but I don't think this is a deer. I feel like this is a donkey, but it's up to you guys. He can be whatever you want him to be. His tail is deer-like. I'll give that to him, but I feel like his face and these ears, in this little pompadour here, I feel like he's a donkey, but that's just me.
Yeah. If you guys don't follow our channel as closely, we found a great big collection of deer. We've called it Deer Palooza or whatever. Just hundreds and hundreds of deer. And it's just one of those times when, you happen upon an auction and nobody wanted deer. And
we're talking hundreds.
So we ended up with all of them, not expecting to. So
like 2 full carloads. Laura and I both took SUVs to pick up, and we filled the backs of each.
Yeah.
So much deer.
Crazy. So, Mary Beth, I was going to say, I'm going to start listing those on Vamp, the virtual antique marketplace, and I'm going to put Deer Palooza in the title so people will know. That you can search Deer Palooza and it will come up. So,
am I the only one when you buy like that? It's like an emotional roller coaster. Like it's a high, and you're like, oh my God, we got all this. It's like, oh, you're so anxious, and then you get there and you start putting it in the car, and then your anxiety starts to go, and you're like, oh my God, what did I do? And then it's like, what am I going to do
that day?
And it's just like this up and down, like the high and low. And it's like, it's really, really awesome. And then like, what did I do? And then you're happy you have it. And then you're like, did I do too much? It's worth it. But that's part of this business folks don't always realize is the emotional ups and downs with some of this.
Well, So I think I did a lot of the bidding. Laura was sitting beside me, but I was at the computer doing the bidding. And she would say, put in 7. And I would put in like 13. And she would say, and then she would say,
what am I here for?
And she's like, just max bid 20 on that. And I would be like 31.
Yep.
And so then we ended up with all this stuff. And when we went to go pick it up, I was like, what have I done? What have I done?
Yeah.
And also one of my favorite things to do is to bid on online auctions. I just love to get lots of things because number one, you have to research what's in there. You didn't necessarily buy it for one thing, but you research the rest of what's in there. And it's just how you learn stuff. But it's a frantic process. They soft close, in case you guys have never done it. Soft close, so things are closing like 10 items ahead while you're still paying attention to item number 12, soft closing back here. Item 42 just sold for $1, and you've got 50 of those. Like it's really crazy when it happens like that.
Because the soft close means is that every time that somebody bids, it kicks it back another minute and a half. So you could be on like you were saying, or you could be on lot 12, and since you guys are playing that back and forth with somebody else, it's now up to lot 30. So you've watched another 15 lots go by you. And there's been some cases where I've been messing around with a lot for half an hour that we've been back and forth at $1 here, $1 there. And it can be.
Oh, we were going crazy on that auction. It was funny.
So what did we do? We just went through and put in like $1 or $2 on a whole bunch of the lots that were ahead so that we didn't completely miss them. But then we were getting them for $1 and $2.
Right. Yep.
And we didn't realize it. And I mean, thank goodness we took 2 vehicles.
So I'm getting some questions. Maybe this is a goat. Maybe it is
a goat.
But the bottom line, though, is Laura, your face. The bottom line is that he's got the cutest eyelashes and the cutest swoopy ears and this little pompadour here. So whatever he is, he's just real cute, and he's running. He's running toward you because he loves you so much.
He's got somewhere to be. He's an ass in a hurry. Like, honestly, he's an ass in a hurry. Let me tell you what. Yep.
I think we're going to have to pass on this.
Let's count down. No, Gina's in at 14.
Oh, yeah. No, Gina says,
sorry. Yep. Gina, I'm sorry.
Let's count it down.
I didn't realize
we've talked long enough. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
I feel like I was running like that in Springfield for the donuts and then for the French fries. That was me with my ears back.
If it was in a bucket, Jason would get you out of the way to get it.
Yeah. All right, Gina, I can't find. There you are. Gina, it's yours.
Thank you, Gina.
Thanks so much for the bids. And Karen,
Gina also wants a Fatbird sticker.
Oh, yes, I will make a note of that. And Karen, thank you so much for your bid end.
Yes, thank you guys so much. All right, I'm going to switch gears over to some kitsch. So this is my big kitsch of the night for $15. And he is a cute little bank. He's in very good condition. As you can see, he is money hungry right there on his belly. There are no chips. There are no cracks. He is missing his stopper. And there is some tape residue on the bottom. But on him, there is none. So the residue just remains there to the bottom, and he does have a little made in Japan sticker right there. So I don't have any, I used to have a little supply of extra little stoppers. I don't have any at the moment, but if you really need a stopper, you guys could buy a large cork at any craft store, and you can get replacement ones on Amazon. But I think he just makes a really cute figurine. I think he'd make a really great Christmas gift for somebody. People do speculate that he could be Christ. He does really look like the Psycho Ceramic. So if you guys are familiar with the Christ company, he does really mimic the Psycho Ceramic. So his crazy little mouth right there is the coin slot. And a lot of times that does get chipped up. There is no damage. He does have the little fur, the little puffy little top of hair right here at the top. And this is cold paint on his eyes. So a lot of times you will find these, and a lot of the whites and the black is missing. So the cold paint is in really good condition for his eyes. Again, look at his hair. It is like a crazy little blonde, brown, mixed little bit of hair. Cute little chubby fella, and he's money hungry. No chips, no cracks anywhere. Minimal crazy. He is two-toned, so he is like a flesh tone that goes into a light tan. So hopefully that's reading pretty well for you. So again, Bill says this sometimes, and I do it too. Sometimes I know he's given his nieces little coin banks. And then when you see them, you give them a coin to fill up. I was thinking heading into the holidays, I wanted to bring some banks to offer you guys if you had, grandkids, nieces, nephews, some children, to give them a little coin bank heading into the holidays. And then when you see them, I don't know, give them a $1 coin piece, because that would fit in there. The slot's big enough, maybe a 50-cent piece. And then they could start to learn the value of money and feel a little money hungry and save for themselves. Oh my gosh, is it, Bill? I'm going to put you over here. Oh my gosh, it is. He is. So documented, he is Christ in the Christ Ceramics book. I don't have one of those, but I did want to say before we count down, the little Japan sticker is very reminiscent that that's what they used. So if you see that kind of circle, Japan on a piece, they were really good at stamping their pieces like Holt Howard, but that is that. And then they did like a little shard of paper, almost like they typed it on just a little piece of white paper. Those would say Japan for the early 50 pieces. So.
And the Psychos are earlier Christ. So they're
Yes.
the older Christ. So they didn't always have the Christ written on them.
Right. And a lot of these, when you find them, you will find little chips on the fingers and the feet. This little guy has none at all. And measurement on him, he's about 6 by 5. So he's about 6 by 5 in really good condition. Cute little guy. His fur is in really good condition. Like you can see, it's not all falling apart. So we're going to go ahead and count him down. It looks like we have Brenda in at 20. So we are looking for 21 or more. And yes, Tina did find him. It was a Tina find. Hashtag Tina found it. But Jason cleaned him and brought him to the sale. So it was a group effort per Mother Tuckers. So let's go ahead and count the little fella down, the little money hungry bank, looking for 21 or more. So we'll count. Yes, Tina, I know, honey, you found it. Thank you, Tina. Count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I swear, when I see his mouth, it's like he's going, like I feel like that's what he's doing there. I don't know, like put money in me, put money in me. Cute little guy. Gonna get you home, buddy. Gonna get you home. So we're still at 20 with Brenda. Thank you guys for the bids on the little Psycho Ceramic. There's the bid end. So it's going to Brenda for 20. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Bill.
Okay, everybody, this is our last round, and I bring in a planter to my last round because that's what I do. Jason, this is going to start at 16 if anyone is interested. I have a beautiful piece of Hager pottery with the green and gold Hager sticker. And as you can see, the bottom is glazed, the 3 points where it was fired. And this is the Swan mantle vase or planter. And it is just gorgeous in this yummy cream color, in really great condition. No chips, no cracks, no repairs, just 2 places. So when they glaze these, they either dip them into the glaze before firing or they pour the glaze over. And if a bubble gets into the glaze, it pops in the kiln. And there's one right there on the edge, and then a much smaller one right here. Whenever you see those indented little marks, that's a glaze pop. But what is so popular about this particular sculpt, which comes in 3 or 4 colors, is that they actually provided waves for the swan to be sort of swimming on. And these were sold in pairs. It was meant, again, these were mantle vases. There would be another one kind of facing it. And if you find a pair of these, when they're in combination, they have a much greater value. So Dawn, the maker is Hager.
I love that sticker.
Yeah, I know. I get excited when I see the sticker too, because this is the older sticker from Hager. And a lot of the classic pieces, like the pieces that Jason and Tina like to collect, have that older sticker on them. But so pretty. And it's a good size if you wanted to actually use it for flowers, for an arrangement. It is 9.5 inches tall. Really graceful, beautiful sort of lines that sort of look deco in nature. And then you have this gorgeous little wave pattern down at the bottom that goes all the way around. So you have a 360 piece here. Every angle looks amazing.
Peacock feathers, Bill. I think that would look good with some peacock feathers coming out of it.
I don't disagree, Jason. I also think this could look really good in a mermaid bathroom.
Oh, touche. You are correct.
If you could put your curling iron down into it.
Oh yeah. Or if you had a big toothbrush, put a big toothbrush down in there.
Yes. Oh, those big 80s. Remember those big toothbrushes?
Yes.
So pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown on this Hager gorgeous mantle vase.
So good.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, this looks really good in front of black, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So good.
I see a just in case of 2, but I don't think you're going to need it, Susan, because there's the bid end. So you didn't need it.
Congratulations, Susan. This is yours for 16.
Did you guys see the Karen's using the Fatbird colors on the bid ends?
I love it. I love that so much.
So good.
Okay, so our last item, we're going to give you guys a fantastic starting price on it, but before I give you that price, I just want to disclaim a couple of things. So this is the item, but it has got several scratch marks on the inside, as well as one of these really hard to get away lines here. But whoever used this used it well and often.
They whisk the heck out of stuff.
Yeah, so they probably put their eggs and stuff in here and really whisk the hell out of it. But an awesome piece that we're only going to start at 15 because of that. Okay. So $15 start on this gorgeous measuring pitcher.
So I feel like you could you could just use this one if you want to.
Oh yeah. 5 1/4 inches tall. So 5 1/4 inches tall. This is Hazel Atlas with the A&J stamp there on the inside.
Man, that's a big one too. I don't know that I've ever seen one of those stamps before.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
No, wait a second. What else is there in the diamond in the middle?
That's the A&J.
A&J is there in the diamond. Then on the bottom there is the Hazel Atlas logo.
What does the A&J stand for? Is that...
Jason, why would you call me out this way?
No, because I think this is a promo. I think this
is
a giveaway.
Like Kellogg's made them too. So A&J must have been some product.
That's what I was about to say. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I think that makes this even harder to find because it would have been a promo that would have been a giveaway from like a grocery store or
I think you're right.
I think, or in a big bag of flour. A lot of times these were stuck in, food, and this is what you got.
Yes.
Oh, that's so neat. Yeah, that's great.
But guys, please do realize that whoever used this really, really used it often. So many surface scratches on the inside from where things were stirred, mixed. And again, this, we all know about these hard water stains on the insides of like vases that we find. So I know that some people have lots of luck with denture tablets and things like that, but do be aware of the inside of the pitcher. But I will say, apart from the surface scratches on the inside, it's in excellent condition on the outside.
Right. And Dawn, yes, it could have also been green stamps too, because they gave, this could have been a premium. Usually if you look in your depression glass books, I think they call them premiums, giveaways, things like that. But I always had them referred to as premiums because one of the companies would have given it away, which means you could have collected, well, AG could be Aunt Jemima. It very easily could be. That would take a little referencing to figure out. But there's folks that collect it just when Anchor Hocking stamped it, and then they collected one in each version that they could find for the different companies.
But yeah, it'll hold 32 ounces of liquid in there, 4 cups.
So. I thought I could count. I thought I could find it real quick, but I can't. I mean,
I can't find it either.
Yeah. They say A&J in the listings, but nobody explains what that stands for.
Right.
All right, guys. I see JDA at 42. So I'm going to start the countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
So good. And you know, Mary Beth, it gives it patina. Somebody loved this. You know that it was in their kitchen, every meal. It was, I mean, I think that makes it worth even more.
I know what you mean. This has been a well-loved piece for sure.
A lot of good meals were made with that. All right. Looks like Gina's getting it for 43. Congratulations, Gina.
Thank you all. And thank you so much, Gina.
Thanks, Gina. Gina got caught up again.
She did.
She did. That's a good get. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I have one more round, but please make sure you are subscribed to Fatbird Finds. Like I said, the link is below to their channel. If you're not subscribed for some unknown reason, make sure you're subscribed. Also over on Whatnot, and make sure you're following them over on Instagram. And you guys are soon going to be listing things on Vamp, right? So you guys are also on Vamp as well.
Yeah, we already have some listings up there. So yes.
Okay. So make sure you're following all of us over there. We are all Vamp sellers as well. And make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill here on YouTube, on Instagram, and over on Whatnot as well. So my last round is going to start at $8 each. $8 choice. And in the fall, I think is the best time to decorate with owls. So I have some owls. I'll give you the best description on them that I can. They're all a little unique, and I think they have like a mid-century flair about them. So I don't think they're all mid-century, but I think they have a really good flair about them. So $8 choice. I have your first one here. You can see this owl, and then there's like a baby owl here on the inside, okay? This one is made in India. I will show you the stamp. It was a rotary beater. Okay, so Jamie says the A&J would have had, and that would be why the lines are in there, because that would have had the metal top with the whisk beater on it. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so for $8 choice, this is your first one. This one has been described in listings as it could be a soapstone. It definitely feels like it's stone, and it feels like it is hand carved. It has an Made in India sticker on it. This is an older Made in India sticker. I think they did make these owls for a long period of time, but I think he is a little older. He's vintage. I don't know how old though, but no chips, no cracks. So this has also been described as a puzzle. Me and Bill were talking about this earlier. They did other animals, and it has like a little baby animal on the inside. So you can see this one has a little owl. No chips, no cracks. This one measures about 4 by 4. So I thought that would look great in your mid-century or your fall display. And again, it is described in a lot of different listings as soapstone. So that's your first one. Your second choice at just $8 is this hand-carved wooden owl. Would be great in your mid-century decor. Again, I'm not sure the exact era of it or who made it, but it is in very good condition. There had been an original price tag on the bottom. I did take that off. It was no thrills or chills, so it did let a little stain on the bottom. But again, it is this heavy, sort of thick, almost like a tiger feel wood or like a heavy, thick walnut kind of wood. So that is your second choice at just $8.
Hey, Jason.
Yes.
I think it's ironwood, or it looks like it.
I think you're right. You're right.
That's kind of a mid-century thing.
It is, and it's that thicker hardwood where you can tell that if they wanted to etch it or scratch it, it's kind of fuzzy. It's a really solid piece of wood. So he is your second choice. I know it might be a little fuzzy on your end, but you guys can see the great detail. A lot of times the horns get chips. There's no chips on the horns. He measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/2, 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. So again, like if you guys collect some mid-century glass, I thought he would look good by, your swung vases, maybe by your Hager horse, all sorts of things. Just a cute little detail. And an homage, thank you, Susan. I see you an homage to the Gillettes from Canada. I have this cute little fella right here, and he is actually made in Canada, and he is a wolf sculpture. So how mid-century does he look with those little black eyes? I found listings of him. He's described as a soapstone as well. So he's a cute little nugget. He kind of looks like a barn owl, or what is the winter owl? I'm drawing a blank. Yes, snow owl. I think that would be him. And it's a little blurred, but he does have his little original sticker on the bottom, and it is stamped and made in Canada. And it is blurry for you guys. Come on, camera. You're not earning your keep. There we go. It does say on the bottom that it is a wolf sculpture made in Canada. So you can see wolf right there. So Lisa, I see your 8. Thank you so much. So I thought 3 different little owls, all with a sort of mid-century sort of flair. The grays on him would look great in your fall decor. They did great detail on him. And actually, if you buy him, you could collect other little animals that this little company made. And I do believe this to be maybe 90s. So that would probably be 90s. So Susan's in a 10. Show them to you again really quick. Oh, I'm sorry. The measurement on him is he's 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So that was your third choice. We're looking for 11 or more. This one was your wooden one, very mid-century. And I thought all 3 of them would look really good together or even separate. And then we'll stop. And the last one was the one made in India. I just thought, how great would he look? Like if you had a piece of Italian pottery, behind him, this, and like a piece of glass. I just think it would be great. All 3 mediums all together. So we're looking for 11 or more. Let's count it down. We are doing just in case, and it is on choice. Just in case for active bidders. So 11 or more, we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These did come from the same estate. So whoever had these, I think, had a good eye in, mixing and matching the different colors and looks together. They even look really good together. So I brought them hoping somebody might want to put all 3 of them together. Okay, the wolf is a resin, not a soapstone. Thank you so much. Again, I was only going on the research I found. It feels like a soapstone, but it's not. I can't guarantee either way. So there's our bid end. So Lisa at 12. This one we're going to call, this one will be number 1. So let me know, Lisa, if you want number 1, if you want number 2, or number 3. And you can pick a variation. And then after Lisa, if there's any left, we'll be up at Susan. But right now, Lisa, let me know which one. All right, they're staying together. They're going to look great in your decor, Lisa. Thank you guys so much. All right, Bill, we did it. Laura, Mary Beth, we did it.
That was so fun.
My God, do we even have anything to recap, guys?
We do not.
All I have is my little marionette. So I'm going to show that real quick, and then we'll recap. Then we'll tell when we're going to be together next. So let me bring myself back up. If you guys were here earlier, I had choice on marionettes. So this little guy is left. I did not untangle. He's new old stock. I actually took him out of his bag. So this was the marionette that remained. He is made in Japan. He is a little bear. He is porcelain. His hands are porcelain. His body is made out of wood. He has these little corduroy pants and a little shirt on him. He was just $15. So the way this works is if somebody's interested, just put in bear, $15. He'll be yours. If there's more than one person interested, we'll do a quick countdown, just like an auction. But if anybody's interested in the bear marionette, I know this looks like a hot mess, but this is actually, you can unwind it so that it's not all tangled. So he has not been fully unwound yet. So just put in bear $15 if anybody was interested. And if anybody's watching this in the replay and you're interested in the bear marionette, just send me an email. We'll make arrangements to get him sold to you. But for the lag, I'll just wait another minute. Just put in bear 15. And guys, we did it. Let me get everybody back up here. We'll switch Bill over. We'll go like this. So, all right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
If you guys are not subscribed to Laura and Mary Beth, please make sure you subscribe to Fatbird Finds right here, right now, this minute. And you have to make sure you do, because this Wednesday, the video from Springfield hopefully will be out, and no pressure. And I'm telling you guys, Friday night, that's the place to be at 10 p.m. Eastern. It is where all the cool kids hang out over on Fatbird Finds, where they have a chat, they play games, and they sell some things. So, guys, where can they find you next? I think I just did all the thing I just said for you guys.
Thanks, Jason.
You really did.
You never know what's going to happen this week. George the Antique Nomad showed up at our house.
Yep.
Strolled right on in.
He did. He just came on in. It was great. So here's where you can find us. So right now, currently on Monday nights, we're doing a podcast on Mad Men. We're breaking down the episodes. Specifically, we're like picking out vintage collectibles in the backgrounds of the sets and talking about those. But we're also talking about, of course, the show and what's going on. So the podcast comes out on Monday nights at 5 Central. And then on Wednesdays at 5 Central, we try to put out our weekly content, our weekly videos. So this coming week, you won't want to miss it, because I'm going to have a video out where I interview all of the YouTubers that I ran into in Springfield. So it's literally like a man on the street video. I go up with my microphone and I ask a bunch of random questions. So that's going to be fun. Then on Friday nights, we do have Flippin' and Sippin', 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, where we celebrate the weekend, have a few drinks, sell some items, have some fun. It's great. So that's where you can find us.
Yeah, and other than that, we are listing on eBay on a daily basis, and on the virtual antique marketplace on a daily basis. And I will just pop in and say that the virtual antique marketplace is a little bit cheaper fees wise than eBay is. So I do cut the price. If I list something on both, I'll cut the price back a little bit. So it's a good place to find a good deal.
And just a reminder, we do have our sticker add-on items. So if you want to add on a $3 sticker to your order, we do have the fat bird, and we also have the murder elf, terrorizing the little doll. So
Homeco, put it in your home. Absolutely.
Don't miss it.
Hopefully there's a Homeco sale in the future.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, if you guys do that, don't forget us. I'm telling you, we can make this happen.
I think we should just do it. We should just plan to do that together.
That'd be great.
Then that's what we'll do. I think we need to start talking about that. We'll get that figured out. Before I forget, Karen Gillette, we couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. I can't tell you, Karen and Gavin, how many channels appreciate you and how much we all in this community appreciate you guys. Please make sure you're subscribed to Karen Husband's channel, Gavin, Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. Please, Karen, if you could put his link in one more time, we'd like to get him some subscribers. Deanna of Northwest Sunshine, we appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for being our backup, mod and bid ender. And of course, the one, the only Holly of Holly Parker, always helping on multiple channels. We couldn't do it without you too, Holly, so thank you very much. So Mr. Bell, where can they find you next?
Yes, listen up, everyone, because on Thursday, I'm back with Enamor Amy on her channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are doing another Halloween and kitsch sale. And we're talking about potentially doing a lot of rounds that night, like a lot. So she is crafting tonight. She's busy crafting tonight to get ready for that sale. So we're going to bring all the Halloween. We're going to bring all the kitsch, 7 o'clock this Thursday on Enamor Amy's YouTube channel. I'm excited.
All right. I will be back Wednesday night right here on my channel for Fantastic Finds with the one, the only Enamor Amy. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have some great rounds for you guys. While we still have some folks here, I would like to do two things real quick. One, if you guys haven't already, during Fantastic Finds, at the end of the sale, we share the community's Fantastic Finds. Whether you guys find something at the thrift store, buy something from another shop that's here on YouTube, Instagram, Vamp, whatever, we want to see your Fantastic Finds. So please email us a description and some photos to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Me and Amy have access to this email. We'd like to see some of your Halloween displays, soon to be Christmas displays. So please send us those. We need a few more in the queue. We are falling a little short in our little goodie bag of things. So also this week, I will be back on Saturday night with my friend Rochelle, Uniquely Rochelle's. Her and I tried to bring you a very unique sale. That'll be Saturday at 8 p.m. We have some great mid-century, and I think she's working on some handmaids for you guys. So hopefully you can come see me then on Saturday night with Rochelle at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Mother Tucker's. And Bill, you and that, oh my gosh, she does look like my Aunt Sarah. She really does. My deceased, gone Aunt Sarah, who is no longer walking the earth.
Bill, as much as I love her, I think you saved me from, an attack of some sort, because I don't think I'm allowed in here with that.
Yeah, no, you can't come in here if you have that.
So it went to a good home.
She has black nail polish.
We rode in the car with her.
No. I belted her in the back seat. She needed to be safe.
Before we lose everybody one more time, I'd like to say happy birthday to you, Laura. Happy belated birthday. And yes, tomorrow is my birthday, guys. So thank you very much. And with that said, I just want to remind you guys, please, if you're not, become an organ donor. It is the gift of life. September is coming to an end. September is known as National Driver's License Awareness Organ Donor Month. That over 90% of the organs that are harvested in the United States come from people that are organ donors on their driver's license. So it's very important to please consider becoming an organ donor. If I can get one person a sale, I feel like I'm paying it forward. So it does. One person can save up to 8 people who perish. So please just give it a thought. I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here tomorrow celebrating my birthday if somebody wouldn't have given me the gift of life, a liver transplant 2 years ago. So please, if you're renewing your driver's license, or it's very easy, go on your DMV, just click yes, become an organ donor. It's very safe. There are a lot of protocol that is in place, so it is a safe process. So rest assured that there's no foul play that occurs with organ donation. I know that can be a controversial situation or a conversation, but if I can convert one, I'm paying it forward. So gang, with that said, Laura, Mary Beth, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Bill, thank you for hanging out and putting up with me every single Monday night here on Mother Tucker's. And we're going to see you on the next go round. And I'm pretty sure Fatbird Finds will be back next month. We just got to talk it out. So have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here Wednesday, 8 p.m. Then everybody else throughout the week. Good night, everybody.